Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I hope you guys are keeping warm. Over here in New York, baby, it is snowing, all right? I hope y'all are feeling good. I hope you guys are doing well. Um, may I start off by saying it is such a blessing to be alive, and I really enjoy doing the lives and chatting with y'all. I got one of the sweetest messages on Instagram earlier this morning, and it was just really touching. I just want y'all to know that it's a blessing to be able to put a smile on your faces. I hope that you feel like it's a safe space just to have some fun. The world right now is on fire, right? Like it's freezing. It's like everything is happening at once, and the recent news going on, if you live in America, the recent news that's happening, what's going on in Minnesota, is just like, it's something new every day, right? We're living in crazy, unprecedented times. And just to be here and just chat with y'all for a few hours out the day is a blessing. And I really hope that you guys are enjoying it. I hope that it takes your mind off of what's going on in the world, in our country, because child, like, it's something new every single day, right? I hope y'all are feeling good. Okay. I hope that y'all feel really good. It was a pleasure chatting with y'all yesterday. And I really hope that you guys just get something out of the conversations. Yeah, y'all. I'm just in a very sentimental mood. We're living in such crazy times that it almost feels like there's something happening every single second of the day, right? And it's like you can't ignore it. And it's like you don't want to get bogged down by it, but you can't ignore it. So it's just like you're walking on a tightrope because there's so much going on. But every day I just say, what a shame that we're in this predicament because people couldn't just do the right thing and vote properly. But let me get off of that. But it's just we're living in such crazy times, and it's a blessing to be able to talk to y'all. It's a blessing to be alive. You know, honey, I'm sure they are. No, I'm sure they are. We are the laughing stock of the world because of it's so crazy to me. It is so crazy to me. Okay. Yes, honey, watching you, Brooke, while my husband watching NFL playoffs. This is my happy time watching your recaps. Too much going on with the world. Yes, I'm glad that you're here. Yes, we're in very scary times. It does feel that way. And I don't mean to bring the mood down, but you're blessed with a platform, so you do have to talk about issues that are going on. We can't turn a blind eye. And I'm not going to hold you when I see the headlines. I try not to get it inside of me, but it's like it's a lot. It's a lot. So, I want to say that if you are in Minnesota, I am praying for you because there is I mean what's going on there, it is wild. So I'm praying for everybody. Yeah, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I really hope that when you are here on one of the lives that you have a good time and you can just forget about what's going on for a few minutes, okay? And the message that I got from one of y'all this morning was so sweet. So I just wanted to share that. Yeah, I just want to put a smile on your face, on my face, because it's a lot going on. Yeah. All right. Ooh, yes. No, it's true. We like you have to, because in these times you will lose your mind because we have a madman. So you know, it's just like when every single minute of the day something is happening, and you need to have an outlet to just have some fun and have a laugh. All right. So yes, honey. Well, thank. I'm glad that I can provide that for a few minutes of the day. But y'all, happy Sunday. Thank you for joining me. I know that I have been sort of paying Beverly Hills dust, but I did catch the last week's episode, episode 5, and I caught this week's episode. I watched that. I watched that in. I no, when I watched that after we went off for last night's live, right late at night. So that was real late. I have so many thoughts. Kyle, the way you twisted up Jennifer Tilly's words, I'm about to read you for filth. Sutton, I think that you are absolutely pathetic. You know, Sutton, y'all don't understand the way I'm about to go in on Sutton. I really can't stand her. Jennifer Tilly, I just have to just whack you quickly because I need you to be more alert. I need you to be ready when the girls come to you with some BS. Kyle, I see that your role this season is about to be, you know, going back and forth and mixing the girls' words up and stirring up trouble. You're giving very much Sheree Whitfield as the bone collector and doing a horrible job. But yeah, I have a lot to say, y'all. So get comfortable, grab a snack. We're going to be here and we're going to talk about this latest episode. Yes, Garcelle didn't make Sutton intolerable. She did. She did. Yes, honey, Kyle is carrying bones. Yes. Amen. You better say that now more than ever as life pushes us down. We need to keep those prayers going up. Yes, no, it's so true. It is very true, honey. Listen, I stay prayed up every single day, prayed up every minute of the day. This too shall pass. No, it's very true. It's very true. Okay. Yes, Sutton is a perfect example of a woman who you feel sorry for not having friends until you realize why no one likes her. Oh, very much so. She is the loser who finally got picked and now she's insufferable. And now it's like, oh, okay, girl, I see why you were the loser for all this time. You should have stayed there. And Sutton, you're just so pathetic and so weak-minded to think that Kyle actually likes you. Kyle is using you to stir up trouble, and you're too dumb to realize that. A mess. But yeah, yo, we're going to talk. We're going to talk about, oh, I got you. I got you. I got you. I'm going to drag her real good, so get comfortable. Yeah, very, we see each other. Mr. Ephraim, we see each other. Yes. Okay. So now we start off. Now, the opening of this episode, I thought was, now, Kyle, you get on my last good nerve, but this opening, when we see you walking out to your driveway and you're trying to figure out which set of car keys you have, we see her with, you know, she goes to the Range Rover. She's like, oh my gosh, I don't have the car keys. We see her go to the Porsche. Then we see her, you know, she has the, what was it? She's the, was it like a Bentley that was on the other side? And then she has the G-Wagon, and then she has a Lexus, I believe. But we see 5 luxury cars out there, and she's like, damn, which car keys did I put in my purse? She hops in the G-Wagon, and it's taking forever and a day to get out. I love that. I said, all right. I said, now, Potomac, take notes, okay? But I was here for that. I thought that was a really cute moment. She was like, oh my gosh, like, which car keys did I bring? Like, my God, honey, I was living for that. That was cute. So now we see Rachel Zoe at one of the vintage stores in Beverly Hills. It's called What Goes Around Comes Around. We've seen them at this store before. So she walks in and she's like, eyes this Chanel bag. She says, oh my gosh, that's my bag. The bag is $11,500. She's trying on this really pretty cropped Chanel jacket. She says, there's no strategy when I shop, especially vintage. Money's not real. I always say to myself, just make sure you have some money in your account when you leave the store. Rachel Zoe, you and I see each other. I'm the same way. I'm the same. I am a spender. Okay. I have that mindset of God will provide. I'm okay. It's going to be all right. The money always comes back to me. I always say that, like, not the most responsible way, but I am very much like that. Like, there is no budget when I shop, like, very just go with the flow. If I like it, I'm buying it. I always say, listen, I'm single. I don't have any children. I don't have to worry about school tuition, so I can do what I want, right? That's how I feel with this. So Rachel Zoe, I see you. We see each other, girl, because I'm the same way, baby. And then I pay the price when the American Express bill comes, and it's like, okay, because with Amex, you have to pay the whole thing in full. So if you spend $10,000 in that month, you got to pay that $10,000. You can't give them a minimum payment. You got to pay the whole thing in full, right? So yeah, I pay the price 45 days later with American Express, but Rachel Zoe, we see each other. All right. Yes. I was here for it. So she's looking at this Chanel medallion necklace. Now, mind you, The medallion necklace was, I think, $3,500, and the crop jacket, the Chanel jacket, was $5,300. So now we see Bose meet her to do some shopping too, and Bose tries on this ring to match her two-tone Rolex, right? And we know Bose has a nice coin as well. And that's why, Bose, I'm gonna need you to Bose, we're gonna talk, because I have some thoughts about this whole thing with you and Keely. We need to talk, mama, because girl, I'm just, every time you and Keely pop on my screen, my heart just sinks. But we'll get to you later on. So now Bose says she can't try any clothes on right now because she's bloated. Rachel says, well, I was praying for you on the trip. And she says, how did it go? So Bose said that she did have her ultrasound done. The ultrasound showed 6 egg houses where she can retrieve eggs from. We see earlier this morning that she was on FaceTime with her fertility doctor. She says that she's ecstatic. In 2 days, she's going to fly to Vegas. Keely's going to come with her, and she's going to get some eggs retrieved. The more eggs she has, the more chances she has. The IVF process is hard. It's draining, emotionally taxing. She says that she wants this to work, though, because she can't keep going through this. I want to say something, but I don't want to be disrespectful or offend anybody. So I'm going to just keep my thoughts to myself about this whole entire thing. You can go back and watch my recaps last season on how I feel about this whole IVF journey with Bose and Keely. I'm gonna just leave it there, because last time I said something, I had a few people saying that's disrespectful, and why are you saying that, and so let me just be quiet. That's all I have. God bless. God bless. We see God. I'm gonna just leave it there. I'm gonna just leave it there, honey. I'm gonna just okay. We see each other. Petty peacock. We see each other. We see each other. Okay, thank you. We see each other. But okay. Okay, we're all on the same page. Yeah. Let me just be quiet. You said no, say it. Jameer's in the building, right? Yeah, Jameer's here. Jameer's here, but I want Jameer to have a really pleasant Sunday. So I'm not going to say, because I don't feel like having the trolls come out and try to start anything, okay? Yes. Can we talk about that? All right. Let's just, we're on the same page. Okay. I love when we can just talk. I love when we can just talk and we get each other. You don't even have to know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. Thank you. Thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all, because we really are one band, one sound. And I really do appreciate y'all. I feel the same way. We see each other overly. You said poor Jameer works, honey. Jameer works. Jameer has jobs. Okay. Come on, Jameer. I don't want to give you a hard day today. So let's just skip it, child. Let's just skip it. So now she's going to be in Vegas while at the same time as Rachel Zoe's dinner party at her house. So Rachel says, I want you to be there, but I understand. We see a flashback of Rachel Zoe inviting Kyle over for the dinner party. Kyle's excited. So now Rachel says, can we talk about our trip to Sedona, please? Bo says, yes, girl, tell me what you think. Zoe says, I'm a very wing it person, as you know. I roll into my life like, what the F happens? It is what it is. Amanda likes for it to be laid out. She's very systematic. They play the flashbacks of Amanda on the trip being very type A. So Bo says her dropping this information about her friend and Avi, Sutton's former assistant, was not accidental. Rachel says, I don't think anything she does is accidental. Bo says, yeah, she wants to drop it in there and perhaps gain some points, but the problem is it backfired. So now Bose goes on to say, all I know is she's the money queen. Rachel Zoe says, girl, she's the money queen. What does that mean? So Bose says, that's what she calls herself. So Rachel Zoe had me screaming. She was like, girl, what the heck are you talking about? Bose says, girl, yes. I don't understand how you've never had a job before, but you're telling people how to get the money. If I could roll my eyes any harder, I would. If someone's going to teach somebody how to make money, I expect that they've made money before. Now, Bose, if I could roll my eyes any harder every time you bring up you and Keely in this fertility journey, I said, girl, we see each other because girl, I roll my eyes every time I see y'all two in this storyline. But I'm gonna just be quiet. Let me just leave that alone. But Rachel Zoe says, I thought she did affirmations. And Bose is just like, girl, let me put this down. Like, I can't. So Rachel Zoe was like, am I okay? I just can't figure out her authenticity and who she is. So now the producer goes on to ask Rachel, would she ever read Amanda's book, Rich AF? And Rachel says, no, I would never read a book called Rich AF. Like, are you serious? Now, mind you, as they're talking about Amanda, Rachel Zoe is purchasing the Alaya coat, which was $3,000. It was a beautiful coat too. And Alaya has fab pieces, okay? She also buys a Chanel double pearl necklace. And mind you, those two things were $3,000 and $3,200. So then she also bought something else because she bought three pieces that totaled $10,500. Now, Potomac girls, come here. Come close. That's how you do it. That's how it's always been done on the other franchises, where they just buy and production flashes the price on the screen. They don't go around in a circle to talk about things that are under $1,000. Take notes, please, because that display at Kimosabe was so embarrassing. You had Miss 225 over here talking about we rich, our kids rich, Black excellence. This one bought a belt for $500. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? I said, Potomac production really can't stand y'all because they set you up for failure every time. A mess. But yes, honey, yes, upper poor behavior, okay? I said, baby, that's how you do it. So anyhow, we now cut to Amanda and her family. They rent a beach house in Newport Beach. So yeah, it was Newport Beach, correct? Hold on, forgive me. Yes, they have a Newport Beach rental house. So Amanda says that she loves being in Newport Beach because her kids run around. They're not on their iPads or devices. They're just at the beach with their friends. It's a great childhood. So she says that they signed a 1-year lease and they're here every weekend. So now she says that now she talks to her husband about the trip to Sedona. And she says, I like Erica. She's the one who said I was boring when I ordered a mocktail at Jennifer Tilly's party. So now she brings up the whole Sutton drama. And now her husband says, obviously, she doesn't know who you are because she only has a few more strikes before you cut a bitch down. I said, oop, not cut a bitch down. I said, her husband had me screaming. So he seems really nice, I might say. Now, wait, Amanda, let me just get on you quickly, right? In the last episode, episode 5, you made a comment saying that you make 10 times more than your husband. And I said, you in danger, girl. Your husband seems cool, but baby, marrying down, I don't care if you are black, white, polka dot, green, red, blue, Hispanic, whatever your race, ethnicity is, baby, it does not work when the woman is the breadwinner. So God bless. God bless and God bless. But you were so proud to say that, oh yeah, I'm the breadwinner. I make 10 times more than he does. I said, girl, I said, God bless. I said, God bless. We're gonna see the shelf life on that. Yes, honey. that was my exact thought. Baby, it does not work. You said, I don't know if that's true. 10 times more is a lot. Who are you telling? I don't know. He gives me Todd vibes. Wait until he sees that playback. Why would she even put that out there? I agree. Amanda just loves to big herself up. Listen, honey. Yes, Brooke. I was like, Amanda, heck no, girl. You said, that's nice, honey. She must really love him, honey. She was advertising for her book. Babe, you said maybe that came after they were already married. I hope. If you like it, I love it. She probably manifested him. It was giving lie. Let's hope she has a prenup. Child. A mess. Couldn't be me, but do you, girl? Exactly. Not me, girl. Not me. I think she exaggerated the amount, but still, yes, I think she exaggerated too. But here's my thing. Y'all know how I feel about this. I don't care if it's 10 times more, 2 times more, 1.5 times more. Men, 99% of the time, cannot handle if a woman makes a penny more than him. So God bless. God bless. If she makes 1,000 more than him, she should be worried. Y'all know how I feel about that. Y'all know where I stand when it comes to that. Absolutely not. I'll pass on. I'm a pass on that. At the very, I feel like if you are gonna be with a man who makes less than you, then you don't need to get married. Keep it as a boyfriend, girlfriend, and don't let him move in with you, and don't move in with him. If you, because some of you girls are hard headed, so if you must be with a man who makes less than you, don't get married. And I'm gonna just leave it there. I'm gonna just be quiet. Yeah, she verbatim said she makes his annual salary in 1 month. She sure did. And she was proud of it. I said, girl, that is nothing to be proud of, but okay. Honey, listen, you better lie. You better lie and say that you make, say, honey, you'd say, listen, honey, I work at Burger King and I make whatever. Listen, honey. Oh my gosh. She says she manifested him the same day. I'm like, what does he make a year? That was my exact thought. I said, this is very troubling. This is very troubling. Honey, and they send up there marrying them too, and that's why they have all these problems. So, oh, you said Amanda makes her coin and has been around for a while. She has a YouTube channel and and sells her courses for 45,000 and up. Someone is buying and I can't be mad at it. Wow. Well, if she's selling it for that much, then I'm sure she is making 20 times more. Child, he is unemployed. He is giving that because I don't know what he does. Has she said what he does? She said he works in construction. I wonder if he's a contractor or does what Shannon Bedore's ex-husband did, but gets paid less. David Bedore was a nut, but he did make that money. Baby, that man, he did make that money. He was very rich. Because Shannon said, baby, I never seen a bill in my whole life. Because she came from a rich family. She married a rich man. Well, he wasn't from a rich family, David, but he became rich being in construction. But yeah, honey, I don't think he's a David Bedore type. Okay, so yeah, Bedore was the real deal. He was a horrible husband, and he became a deadbeat when they divorced. But yeah, he was the real deal when it came to money, with very poor character, a mess. So now, wait, hold on. Let me read some super chats, y'all. Hey, Ghost Fan, I'm 99. Thank you for the super chat. Can we talk about Amanda and the constant bragging? Oh, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. I promise you. Hey, Ivans Lyra, thank you for the super chat. Just a token of appreciation for Brooke and Jameer. Oh, thank you, Ivans. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, Gemini617, thank you for the super chat. Stay safe, Brooke. Thank you so much for your encouraging words. Your positivity in this scary craziness is inspiring. Thank you very much. Thank you. I try to be positive. Hey, Well, I don't know if I said your name right. Please forgive me. Thank you for the super chat. My mom earns way more than my dad. He told her on her birthday he impregnated a married woman and asked my mom for money to buy that woman a car. Are you serious? Please tell me your mom divorced your father. And you know what I'm thinking. I'm trying to be respectful. But you know what I'm thinking about your dad right now. You do know that, right? Like you know what I'm thinking. That is, y'all, I'm telling y'all, please, men have fragile egos. They cannot take a woman making more money than them. I'm serious, y'all. They will do these kind of things to chip at a woman's ego and chip at her self-esteem. I am so sorry for your mom. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say, child. I don't even know what to say. I hope your mother goes upside his head with a frying pan, just straight like that. I hope your mother does not give him a dime. I have so much rage right now, but I'm trying to be respectful. No, literally, shut the front door and close the blinds. shut the front door and close the blinds. Yeah, you walked into some child. He wasn't feeling like a man, a provider, so he pulled up that sign. Yes, they do that. They do that. And they don't feel like a man, and they get the reason why a lot of them cheat when the woman makes the money is because the other woman makes him feel like a man. They're using your money to fund another woman because she makes him feel like a man because he's a provider for the other woman because you're providing for him. Y'all, please. I know folks get upset about this, but I'm serious, y'all. It does not work. It does not work. My grandma would always say, if you make 2, he needs to make 4. Oh my gosh. Please. Oh my God. Well, your friend is an exception to the rule. Your friend is an exception to the rule. I mean, exception. And even still, Brooke's going to end the live. She's pissed. You and I both on her birthday. That is so vile. He wanted to humiliate her. Exactly. Do we have have you responded back? Have you listen, I'm so I'm so upset. I'm Brooke, this was 2 days ago. I'm so mad right now. Oh my gosh. It happened this week. My mom says if she gets a divorce, she'll need to split all her hard-earned money with him. They are both in their 60s, retired. Here's my thing. I don't even know what to say. I mean, you've taken all the. I don't know what to say right now. I don't know what to say. Do you live in a state? Does your parents live in a state where like the judge is going to be on a man's side? I feel like the fact that your dad has done this, he won't get any money because like, infidelity, generally speaking, bars you from getting the man from getting money. If your mom chooses to stay, do we have any ex-wives in the here? Do we have any ex-wives in the chat, please? I would say tell your mom to get the best attorney that money can buy to make sure that he doesn't get a dime. I have so much rage on you and your mom's behalf right now. Like I'm trying to be respectful and not just start cursing. This is just pure evil. Pure evil. And I'm telling you right now, please tell your mother, lock up her accounts, lock up the credit cards. Your father better not get a freaking dime of your mother's money. I'm serious. I'm livid right now. I'm pissed for your mother. I'm upset for you. Do we have any ex-wives in the chat? Tell the mama to move to North Carolina. She can sue him in the side check for alienation of affection. Like I'm floored right now. At 60 years of age shows you no age is safe from the BS. Fathering another woman's child at 60, a shame. What state do you live in? Can the mom quietly move her assets and divorce in 2 years, penniless? Yes. I know I'm truly gobsmacked. I mean, I'm in shock right now. I was not expecting this. Isn't cheaper to keep him. Divorce is better than trying to outlive him and be miserable. Yes. Speak. What's your daddy's name? I can make sure he doesn't get your mom's money. Listen, honey, we got some folks in the chat, baby. We got some folks in the chat, honey, who have your mama's back. We gonna get your mom out of this. We're gonna get your mom out of this, okay? We're gonna come and get your mom out of this, okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now. He's not getting a dime. He's not getting. The way I'm about to pray. My prayers go up, honey. The way I'm about to pray the house down. He's not getting a dime. I am so sorry about this, honey. I can't even focus now. This is crazy. This is pure evil. Yes, getting him out of her life is freedom for you, mom. Yes, money can't buy that. Tell her to clear the accounts right now. Your mom needs hire a good lawyer and a PI. You said I hope nobody would tell a tale. Tell her to go to every attorney in a 5-mile radius so that he can't hire a good attorney. At his big age, he's doing that. How young is this woman's baby mama? Divorce lawyers cost a lot of money for a reason. Got to protect yourself. I'm so overstimulated right now. Same here. Unfortunately, they are in China. Judges don't care about men cheating. I told her to find lawyers. Child, I don't know what to say. Your mom better clear those accounts out. Clear the accounts out and move to another country. I don't know what to say. Yes, honey, I have a direct line. She needs to come over here. Yes, yes. I know I have to beat his ass. Listen, okay? She's come home, honey. I divorced my ex-husband myself. The lawyer told me it's going to cost me 2,500. I'm a paralegal. I told him I could have him. Oh no. Getting mad on the Lord's day. Jesus. Oh my God. But, I might have to pause this. You said it's real. I learned about it this Thursday and I was speechless. I was trying to have a dry Sunday, but I might have to just pause this live quickly and pour up a glass. I might need to make my pineapple and my Sir Davis a pineapple and whiskey real quick. Like I really might have to pour up because you've blown me. I can't even focus on this. Like I can't even focus. Lord, forget Beverly Hills. We need to help this woman in China. Okay. Your mom should start giving you some money. Yes. Tell your mom to start sending you money as a loan and just set it up in a trust if you can. I don't know. I'm no legal eagle, but I do everything to help my mama. Ooh. Child, I'm late to the function. What happened? Well, somebody in here, one of the subscriber, their mother just found out on her birthday that her husband, the father, got his side chick pregnant, and he's asking the mother to buy his side chick a car. I just, y'all never cease to amaze me on these lives. Like, I never know what to expect. Every time I think it's going to be a calm live. Y'all gag me. I'm gagged. Like, I am gagged. I'm speechless. I feel like washing my ears with soap, and I don't know what to say. Yeah, I'm jinxed, gooped, and gagged. Like, I just... I hope she slapped the taste out of his mouth. Same here. I think it's Florence's works from yesterday. How do we move on from this? I just came from church. There's nothing but the devil. We need an intermission after that. The side chick was also a married woman, they said. So he was side dick too. They can have each other if you ask me. A mess, honey. Both. Oh my gosh. To say I'm speechless, baby, I'm confused, perturbed, disturbed, gobsmacked. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anyhow. I don't know, where do we go from here? This takes the cake. We were only 15 minutes into this, and you came in. You said pow. I said, well, damn, on a Sunday. I went against my better judgment. I should have just poured a drink. Okay, let's get back on track. Woo. Okay. So where were we? Well, let me just say this. The moral of the story is don't marry down. Okay? Please don't marry down. If you make 60 he needs to make 61. If you make 80,000, he needs to make 81. If you make 100,000, you get my point. But whatever you make, the man needs to make more. Okay. Some of y'all make 500,000. One of y'all said to me a few years ago, you do very well. You make over $600,000 a year. And so if you make 600,000, you need to make sure that he makes that and more. So the moral of the story is, don't marry down if you're a woman. He needs to have just as much or more, period. All right. So yeah, I'm very sorry to hear this about your mother. I really am. I will say though, you threw a real, you baby, when I tell you, you have the whole chat gagged. Like, this story has everybody. When all of y'all who watch the replay, I know you're going to be gagging when you see that. When you get to this part, you're going to be like, wait, what? Like, what? Babe, this super chat, that was one of the, I mean, I've never been so gagged in my entire life. So anyhow, please forgive me. All right, just forgive me. I'm trying to collect my thoughts. I'm trying to find my place in my notes. So yeah, we're back at Amanda's beach house, and Amanda goes on to ask her husband, how were the kids while she was gone in Sedona? Her husband says they were good. He brings up bedtime. He says that, the kids, he was laying them down for bed. Their son Canaan was laying on him. And then he says that's when he felt him the most. So we find out that their son Canaan is a twin. The other twin didn't make it. Now, Amanda, I can't get a gauge of Amanda's personality, but I will say that I felt very sorry for her hearing this story. Like, I was emotional hearing this, right? So we found out from Amanda that 3 years ago she had twins, Canaan and Zion. She had to have an emergency C-section. They were both born 11 weeks early. So she says that she told the women at Jennifer Tilly's house at the party that Zion didn't make it, right? Canaan's twin. He died 5 days in the NICU. She says that Zion's placenta was faulty. He was having a hard time in the womb. They were both in the NICU for 68 days. And when she held Zion in her arms, he died in her arms, the first time she ever held him. She says that this upcoming Friday, the day of Rachel Zoe's dinner party, that's the anniversary of him dying. She says, I know that'll be a hard day for me. Last year, it just snuck up on me. I don't know how I'll be this year. Her husband says it snuck up on him last year. Amanda says every year it's the most joyful and sad week. And again, my heart goes out to Amanda. If you've ever lost a loved one, if you've lost a parent, a grandparent, a sibling, you know firsthand that week and that day of your loved one's death, it can be a very interesting time. You might be happy, you might be sad, you don't know how you're going to feel. So again, my heart went out to Amanda. My heart really did break for her. And I hate hearing about a child or a baby passing away like that. When I tell you, that takes me out every single time. Like, God, for anybody who's been through that, my deepest condolences. I give you so much love, so many prayers. Like, I could not, my heart just breaks in half. I hate hearing about sick kids. Like, let me get off of that, because I will just start sobbing right now. I really get very choked up when I hear that. So now we get to Dorit. Dorit is at lunch with 2 women, and they're her new management. So they said they have a surprise for her, and they pull out this magazine, and we see that she was in an editorial for the magazine. So the pictures of Dorit look really good, right? The photo shoot was like, she looked great. So Dorit says, that's how I want to feel right now. I want to feel sexy. I want to feel like I don't give an F about anything. So then she says, when she separated from PK, she separated from her manager because he managed her. She says, I had to find a new management team. So the producer goes on to ask, was he a better manager or a better husband? The way Dorit threw that shade, she just looked like, girl, move on to the next question, honey. Like, he was bad at both. Like, it's a tie. He loses on both fronts. He was a horrible manager and a horrible husband. And he ain't too great of a father either, child. Like, just a hot mess all around, okay? So, so now, Dorit says to her management team, guys, I need to work. I need to make this money. I want to be able to buy myself whatever I want, do whatever I want for my kids. I've got goals. She says that so now her management team says, we have the book deal coming up. We have the book deal. And she says that she's going to do this book. She wants to put her heart into the book. So now we find out that she just signed a book deal. She wants people to pick up the book and read it and know that they can understand her so much better. So now management tells her that they have to shoot the cover soon. And then the one woman says, I have no doubt that in a year's time, you're going to be in a much better position than you are right now. Dorit says same. When it comes to Dorit writing a memoir, I think that a lot of the popular housewives do that. I think that Dorit does have a large fan base. So I do believe that her book will be successful. Will I be buying her book? I don't think so. I doubt it. I'm not that interested in what Dorit has to say. And I think a lot of it will be a bunch of BS and, in my opinion. But yeah, I think that her book will be a success due to the fact that she does have a large fan base. Okay. And listen, I know she's happy with this book deal because that's some nice money. All right. So now we jump to, one more thing. I can see Dorit's book selling because she probably will include a lot of information about her marriage to PK. I won't be surprised if she reveals that he was cheating on her and all this stuff. And that's always a good way to get people to buy a book, right? Saving all the salacious details for the book. So I can see if she teases that there will be some information about her and her marriage, then the book will fly off the shelves, in my opinion. Okay. So now we see Kyle and Sutton are meeting up. They're at this infrared sauna. I'm going to just pause right here. When have Kyle and Sutton ever been this close that they're at the spa together? When Sutton walked her behind to that spa, did you see the pep in her step? Did you see the happiness that just came out of her pores? I said, girl, you are so pathetic. You are so pathetic. Kyle is only using you to spread lies and twist up Jennifer Tilly's words and sow seeds of discord in your friendship with Jennifer Tilly. That's all she did in this scene. But you're sitting up there just happy. Sutton's walking like this to that sauna. I said, oh, girl, you are just, you are such a, girl. Girl, you are pathetic. Pathetic. So anyhow, they're in the sauna. It's 159 degrees. Kyle's trying to turn it down. She says, have we not suffered enough in Arizona? That hike that we went on was 111 degrees outside. So Sutton says, yeah, but it was beautiful. And Kyle says, yeah, it was beautiful, but it was super hot. So now Kyle's like, did you end up talking to Jennifer Tilly after the trip? Like during the trip? So Sutton says, Jennifer and I were roommates. We talked every day. So Kyle says, no. After the night that you snapped on us, did you talk to her? So Sutton's like, did she say something? So Kyle says, well, yeah. And Sutton says, I find it interesting. I don't know why she said something to you before she's talked to me. So Kyle says, well, it was just in the moment when I came out from the bathroom, I saw Jennifer Tilly to the side and she had tears in her eyes. Kyle says, she told me Sutton snapped at me and I don't need to be here. And she said that you always make it about yourself. So Sutton says, well, that's interesting. So Kyle says, well, then she said she understands why Garcelle isn't friends with you, and I was surprised to hear that. She was saying, Sutton can be problematic. Kyle, I cannot stand the way you twist people's words up. But when it's done to you, you want to sit up there and cry and be the victim. The same way folks twisted your words up when the show first started, when Camille was getting on you, and you were like, I never said that. Y'all back me up, back me up. You were sitting up there in tears when they ate you up in the early seasons when Kim Richard, your sister, was on the show with you. Baby, for you to sit up there and lie, Jennifer Tilly never said all that. All Jennifer Tilly said was, I see why Garcelle left, is no longer friends with her. That's it, and that's all. You adding all this extra sauce saying, oh yeah, she said you were problematic. She never said that. For you to do that, that is nasty work. I said, girl, you just want to bust up their friendship because you're just a miserable person. That's really nasty, Kyle. Oh my gosh, I can't. Oh, I was so pissed. And Sutton, you're just so dumb. You're just so weak-minded because you don't even have the sense to say, that's my good friend. I don't think she said all that. Because let's talk about it. If you're my friend and somebody comes to me saying that you said X, Y, and Z, my first thought is going to be to give you the benefit of the doubt that they're putting extra sauce on the story. I'm going to come to you and say, hey, girl, what did you say? They said that you said X, Y, and Z. Did you say all that? I don't think that you said. I can see you saying that, but not that. For you to sit up there and put extra sauce on it and make it sound worse. And Sutton, you and Jennifer Tilly have been friends for 18 years. So for you to be so quick to believe that she said that you were problematic, I'm like, wow, that's really evil. But it shows me how you're a loser. And it's so clear that you will do anything. You will do anything to sit at the feet of Kyle Richards. And if that means throwing your good friends away, you'll do that. Because you want the approval of somebody who will never see it for you. Because I don't care, baby. You can buy all the things that you want to buy. You can dress yourself up as much as you want to. And the girls still don't see it for you. You will never be a cool girl in their eyes. You will never be that pretty Barbie like you said last year. You will never be that in their eyes. They will never see it for you. Never. And until you get it through your pea brain, it's going to be a really sad day for you. It's pathetic to sit up there and chase after folks who don't want you. You look desperate and it's embarrassing. And the fact that you're going to sit up there and believe these lies is real. It says a lot about you. So now Sutton says, Jennifer Tilly has seen how sad I've been over the past few months. We see 4 weeks earlier, they went out to lunch where they're talking about Garcelle and Garcelle not speaking to her. Sutton says, it hit me really hard. She says, it's just so mean. And I want to talk to her immediately about it. I want to understand why. It's so sucky to bring up Garcelle. People bewilder me. Again, girl, you should feel ashamed of yourself. You should feel ashamed of yourself to sit up there and believe Kyle's twisted up story. Also, you owe Jennifer Tilly so many apologies. And I really hate how on the after show, you're talking crazy to Jennifer Tilly. And Jennifer Tilly, I have to get on you because how dare you? How dare, as accomplished as you are, you're letting Sutton Brown son you on the after show? I said, no, ma'am. Sutton needs to be happy that you're friends with her. If we're being really honest, girl, all the status, all the fame, all the clout that you have, baby, Sutton doesn't add anything to you. It's a privilege for her to be friends with you. It's a flex for her to say that she's friends with you, not the other way around. And to see you sitting up there backpedaling and kowtowing to Sutton on the after show, it is sickening, Jennifer. I said, Tilly, I need you to wake up and remember who you are. Because, girl, I'm not going to sit up here and stand for this. I was so annoyed. So anyhow, this scene with Bose and Keely in Vegas at the fertility center for them to retrieve the eggs. I'm just going to keep quiet because there's always that one person who wants to be contrarian in the comments when they watch the replay and say, I'm being mean and that's not fair. And they're going to bring up how I don't want to deal with it. I'm not dealing with it today. So I'm going to just refrain from saying how I really feel about this. But yeah, God bless. That's all I've got. Now, I will say this, though. When Bose made that comment about she really hopes that this goes through and it works because Keely wants to have a baby so bad. If Keely wanted to have a baby so bad, he would have had a baby. I feel like men, let me not even go there. I feel like a man 49 years of age, never been married, never had a kid, it was really intentional. Because if a man wants to get a woman, let me just move on. Let's just move on, child. Let's just move on. Yeah, we see each other. We see each other. You shouldn't refrain to please others. No, you're right. But sometimes it's like, am I in the mood to deal with it? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not in the mood to deal with it. So I'm gonna just be quiet. And sometimes it's nice to know that we're all on the same page and we don't need to say what's already understood. You get what I'm saying? It's nice to talk to each other like this, telepathically. So God bless. Yeah, that's God bless. Paris Henderson, we see each other. Very much that. You said move along, Claudia, okay? Yes, honey. We've had enough for today. Honey. It's all about peace, honey. One band, one sound. Okay? Yeah. That's exact. Paris, you did your big one with that, because that's exactly what's going on here. And I'm gonna be quiet. Let's bless her heart. We can move on, okay? Child, Jay Tony. Y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. So let's just move on. So now, it's the day of. It is the day of Rachel Zoe's dinner party, and everything looks great. We see the private chef there. The charcuterie boards are all set. They're making the food, and we find out that the power has gone out. So her entire block, and Rachel Zoe lives in Bel Air, right? So the power has gone out, and she's annoyed. So the private chef is like, look, we will still make it work, honey. You have paid me this coin. We're going to make a way out of no way. And the chef was Black. So, Black folks always make a way out of no way, honey. And he did just that, because the food came out great despite there being no power. Okay. So now, we also find out that Kathy doesn't have power either, because Kathy doesn't live too far from Rachel Zoe. She also lives in Bel Air as well. And Sutton lives in Bel Air as well, too. The three of them live in Bel Air. So Kathy calls up Sutton and says, girl, I don't have power. Sutton says, well, you can come to my house and, use my place, use up my power, because I have power on my block. All right. So we do see Kathy go to Sutton's home to get her hair blown out, and get her makeup done. That was really nice of her to do that. So anyhow, we have Amanda and Kyle. They're driving to Rachel's together. I love Amanda's red Porsche. That was gorgeous. Does anybody notice that for the last few events, Kyle is always empty-handed? Because she says, oh, I didn't bring a hostess gift. I forgot. I said, Kyle, if you don't walk back into that house and go to your bar and grab a bottle from that bar and put it in a nice bag and call it a day, girl, you come on. You know better. You don't come to anybody's house empty-handed, and you know that. And you have a fully stocked bar with unopened bottles of Veuve Clicquot. You have the finest top shelf bottles on there. Get a bottle of 818 for goodness sake. Something, just bring something, but don't come empty-handed. I mean, come on. So they get, so anyhow, they're driving to, as they're on their way to Rachel's home, Kyle's like, what's the occasion for tonight? We're just getting together for like a girls' night. And Amanda says, well, I remember the Evite said a psychic. So Kyle says, oh yeah, you're right. I saw that. So now Kyle makes a joke saying that she loves a psychic at dinner. I hope that this one does not have an electric cigarette, and she's going to be positive. We all know that the infamous Alison Dubois, the psychic from season 1 of Beverly Hills, predicted that years later, when Portia became a teenager, Mauricio and Kyle would divorce. He would never emotionally fulfill her. And it looks like the prophecy was fulfilled. Okay. So Kyle's like, baby, we already had one psychic predict my life and the downfall of my marriage. We don't need a second psychic doing the same thing. Okay. So now Amanda shares that it's been an emotional week. Monday was Kanan's birthday, and today is the anniversary of when the other twin, Kanan's twin, her son Zion, died. So she says, I spoke to my husband about it, and she goes on to say, if I seem weird tonight, that might be why. Let me know if I'm off base here. I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of social dynamics, right? I feel like I'm in my right mind. Okay. I feel like I am, I'm a pretty reasonable person. I think we can all agree that I'm a fairly reasonable person, right? Let me know if I'm overthinking this. If somebody shares with me that their husband, father, mother, sister, daughter, son passed away, and today is the death anniversary, I feel like I would have a response and I would say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I understand. Something. The way Kyle just stared at her and just didn't say a word, I said, Kyle, are you okay? Like, it's almost like Kyle is someone where she's so self-centered, only her feelings matter. Because I could only imagine if the shoe were on the other foot, she would feel a way if nobody said anything. Yes, she was very cold. It was very bizarre to me. It's really weird. I'm no empathy. Yes, I'm not saying that you have to be like you have to, ask a million questions or, talk about it for 5 minutes, but just a simple, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that, sending you love, something. Like, there was nothing. Her face was deadpan. There was no like, oh my gosh. It was just, she just looked at her and just kept looking at the road. I said, girl, like, you need help. And the way Kyle is always crying about something, as emotional as Kyle is, and the way Kyle cries about her family and her daughters, you would think that she would have more compassion as a mother. Like, it's like, only her emotions, only her feelings matter, and to hell with anybody else's. It's very weird to me. It was very heartless, very much so. Okay, so we're all on the same page. I'm not going crazy. Yes, it's cold as Kyle outside, honey. Yes, Kyle does not care about. Yes, Kyle is a definition of, just like you said, as long as it doesn't happen to her, she doesn't care. It's like it has to happen to Kyle for her to be sad and have compassion. She's very strange, very robotic. It's weird. She only has empathy for her and her close people. Yes. Yep. AKA her children. Yes. Okay. So I'm very glad that, she talked about her friend who took her life and everybody showed sympathy, but other people who have hard times, and it's weird. Dorit is the same way. Exactly. All right, y'all. Well, thank you all. I had to make sure that, because I've had some of y'all say, oh, Brooke, you overreacted. You look too much into that scene. You're doing too much. It wasn't that deep. So I just like to know, am I off base? Am I hypersensitive? Is something wrong with me? Like, let me know. I have no problem doing a self-evaluation. Like, am I off base? Do I need to get some help? Do I need to go back to therapy? Like, I have no issue examining myself. All right. I have no problem doing that. So I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going crazy when I saw that, because that really weirded me out. So, okay. All right. So now we have Erica and Sutton in the car together to go to Rachel Zoe's house. I said I never thought I would see the day where Erica and Sutton are on their way to a party together. I said, oh, baby. And the way Sutton was so happy, she's like, oh my gosh, I'm driving with the cool girl. Like, baby, the way Sutton's face lit up sitting next to Erica, if she could have sat in Erica's lap on that car ride, she would have done just that. Sutton gives me that if Kyle or Erica ever fell on hard times or whatever have you, she'd be quick to help them, but not help a family member. Like, she gives me very much that. Like, she will roll out the red carpet for Erica and Kyle. If they ever say, you know what, girl, buy me this new Chanel, buy me these shoes. And Sutton would pay for it, in my opinion. If they ever told a girl, pay for all my stuff, she would do it. She would do it in a heartbeat. She would do it in a heartbeat. Very much. Oh, Sutton is a big desperado. Honey, she couldn't wait to throw Garcelle away. It is so sad. She's their lackey. She's their flunky. She's their lapdog. It's very sad. So now, Sutton brings up, she says, I have to get things off of my chest with Jennifer. We do see that 2 days earlier, her and Erica hung out, and she told her the whole mess about what Jennifer Tilly said about her. So Erica says, Tilly saying that Sutton makes everything about herself is true, but I think Sutton probably feels betrayed by Tilly. So she says, she feels like, you're my friend. I've already had this big falling out with Garcelle. I don't need to have another one with you. So now Sutton says, listen, you have no idea who you're dealing with. So wait, you want to get buck with Jennifer Tilly, your best friend at 18 years? Somebody that she's not really an argumentative person. She's not comfortable with arguments. So you want to get big and bad with her, but yet when it came to Erica cursing you out every season, you just took it and cried. Erica told you to your face at the last reunion when Garcelle walked off the set and quit the show. Erica said to your face, why is she walking off? You get the shit beat out of you every single season, and you sit up there and take it. What's wrong with her? Why can't she take it? We all get a turn. And you sat there saying, you had a grown woman say you get the shit beat out of you every year, and you smiled. You smiled like a loser. But yeah, you want to say, oh yeah, you don't know who you're messing with? Baby, you're a coward. Girl, who are you trying to get all big and bad with? Like, it's so embarrassing. I'm just like, you need help. You need serious help. Because I'll be damned. It's like Heather Gay and the Jen Shah of it all, in my opinion. Heather trying to be big and bad with the other girls, but yet you had somebody punch you in the eye and you did nothing. You can never sit up there and have bass in your voice when you got sunned by your whole cast for seasons on end. You took verbal beatings every single year and came back for more. Who are you trying to get big and bad and stick out your chest and say, oh yeah, you don't know who you're messing with? If Erica cursed you out today, you would take it with a smile. You wouldn't say a word. Don't you ever. And Jennifer Tilly, you better read her down at this reunion. I couldn't believe her. Yes, Sutton is very much a pick-Misha. Very much so. Very much so. I said, girl, you are delusional. Delusional. Yes, now you're an alpha girl, please. Exactly. Thank you. Lower that bass at your voice. Sutton, you're not that girl. Exactly. I was in shock. So now we see also, first of all, girl, talk about you don't know who you're dealing with. Jennifer Tilly has an Academy Award. Jennifer Tilly is sitting up here living off of the residuals of The Simpsons. Jennifer Tilly has long money. Her money might be longer than yours. And you talking about you don't know who you're messing with? She has more social standing than you do, sis. She has more social standing and more clout and more popularity than you do, girl. Because Jennifer Tilly, if she steps away from Beverly Hills, she'll still be okay. You need this show to feel like somebody. She was already somebody when she hopped on this show, and she'll still be somebody when she gets off of this show. What do you have, girl? Because you need this show. This show is holding up the last piece of your self-esteem because you barely have any. You sitting up here, the girl said you over here on a whole bunch of stuff to get out of the bed each morning, allegedly. You sitting up there taking all the abuse because you want to sit up there and be on the show, be famous. Having nervous breakdowns and crying and all this stuff. That these girls are talking to you crazy every single year. And you're going to take it. You want to be famous that bad. You're going to take verbal abuse. It's embarrassing. You need this show for your self-esteem. She doesn't. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. Jennifer said the Chucky movies buy her snacks. She sure did. You never seen Sutton and Muzzy in the same room, girl. Whack her again. I'm just imagining Sutton coming across this live. I'm just so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Because, I've given you guys the tea. I've heard from good sources that, it's this show does a number on her. It does a number on her every single season. And yeah. And she's sitting up there just a mess. But she wants the fame so badly that she will take the verbal lashing and the icing out just so she can say she's famous. It's very sad. Exactly. Nothing. Not one thing. A mess. Ugh. You sitting up there backstabbing people to be around people who don't like you. That's the epitome of insanity and desperation. Ridiculous. So now we get to Rachel Zoe's house. We're at Rachel Zoe's house, and everybody's starting to arrive. I thought Jennifer Tilly looked so good. She had that long Dior dress. I mean, the cape. She looked amazing. So now we meet. I don't know if she's a new friend of the show or making guest appearances, but her name is Natalie. She's one of Rachel Zoe's friends. She's in the middle of a divorce with the man who has over $400 million, right? So they're battling over his fortune. So Erica's there. Erica says, "Oh, I love a hoe dress," and Natalie is giving expensive hoe. So we see Tilly's there. Rachel Zoe says, "I just love Tilly's fashions. She's like a walking museum of fashion," and she is. Jennifer Tilly has some pieces, honey. She looks great. So now we see Dorit arrive. We have Amanda and Kyle arrive. Sutton's already there. Jennifer Tilly and Sutton hug, and Sutton is so abrupt. She just walks away after they hug. Like you could tell she's mad. I said, Sutton is a real nut. She needs help. So now Amanda. So now as Amanda walks in with Kyle, Sutton says, "After spending some time with Amanda, I have some reservations. She's much more calculated than I thought." I said, "Girl, you're one to talk. You threw your friend of 6 years out the window to be friends with folks who don't like you, to be the lapdog to folks who don't like you. So we have reservations about you. You're very calculated, because only somebody who's not a real friend and lacks character would throw a good friend away to be the placeholder friend of a group that doesn't like you and will never see it for you. But I digress." So now we have Kyle and Dorit. They are literally bumping purses, no pun intended. But they both have matching Kelly bags, and they're like bumping them together. Oh my gosh, we have matching Kellys, whatever, right? So now Dorit says, "Yes, honey, I just signed a book deal. I got that advance, so we finally have some money." She says, "It's a birthday present to myself," and we see that her Kelly bag was $11,000. I said, "I know that's right, girl. Treat yourself, okay?" So now they're like, "Oh, what are we writing about?" Dorit says it's a memoir. Sutton says, "I think when you get divorced, it's important to have ownership in your life that's not connected to a man. That's important, and it's amazing." So Dorit says it's so nice to get support from the other women. Erica goes on to ask if she chose a co-author. Dorit says, yes, it's a mother-daughter duo. So now Amanda's like, "Oh, like a ghostwriter?" So Dorit says, "Yeah, a co-writer is like a ghostwriter, so yeah." So Amanda says, "Well, I just sat down and wrote my book. Like, I didn't need a ghostwriter." So Dorit says, "Well, it's more for time. Like, I only, I don't really have the time to sit up there and write it myself. Like, I need to preserve my time, right?" So Amanda keeps saying, "I just wrote my book, honey." And Dorit's getting annoyed. She's like, "Well, girl, you obviously had a lot of time on your hands." I said, "Oh, I caught that shade." So Erica says, "I'm really glad that you wrote the book, your book all by yourself, but I did not, and Dorit will definitely not, because it will never come out." Dorit says, "For somebody who claims to be an author, she doesn't know how to read the room." And I said, "Well, the same goes for you too, Dorit. You don't know how to read the room either. Like, let me just stop right here. In this moment, Amanda, I'm on your side, but in this moment though, you definitely did too much. It was rude for you to say, "Oh, I didn't have a ghostwriter for my book. Like I wrote it myself. Like, oh, I just had time to write my book." That's rude. That's a way to put somebody down. And Amanda, I'm going to be honest with you. These last few episodes, you feel like you have to prove something to these women. The constant name dropping, the constant talking about money all the time. When you said that you spent $10,000 on the crystals, when you kept mentioning how you had a Chanel backpack when you guys went on the hike, like it's weird. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You have what you have. You have nice things. Enjoy it. They all have nice things. So you're not flexing on anybody because they all have it. It just feels like you're very insecure, and is giving that you were obviously very, I guess, self-conscious of when you didn't have money like this. So now you have to say, guys, look at me. I have money now. And it's like, girl, calm down. But you were being rude in this moment by not just saying congratulations and talk about how you didn't have a ghostwriter. And girl, the girls who did buy your book are coming out on TikTok saying that your book was poorly written and you had a lot of typos and punctuation was nowhere to be found. So maybe you should have hired a ghostwriter for your book. Just saying. So you said she used to walk through Walmart is what she said. Yes, she's very insecure about not growing up with money. It's apparent that Miss Mama still feels a way about growing up, not so wealthy. Okay, I'm gonna put it like that. So yeah, she's very braggadocious, very much so, very much so. My fellow English majors better drag her poor grammar. Is her book well written though? Yeah, they said it's not. The girls who bought the book said it's poorly written. So now Amanda's like, Amanda asks, tell me more about this co-writing thing because it did not occur to me to not sit down and write my book. I'm like, Amanda, let it go. So she's like, I'm a writer. So now we see Dorit, Rachel Zoe, and Erica off to the side, and they're talking about Amanda's comments. So Rachel Zoe's like, are we one-upping? Is that what we're doing here? And Amanda, you do have a case of one-upping. Like, it's a bad habit. That's a nasty habit to have. It's a very, baby, that like one-upping falls in line with jealousy and competitiveness. It's like a Venn diagram of, baby, they all go together. That's where you see one-upping, you see competitiveness and jealousy, and that's just get away from me with this, Apollo. The minute I find out you're a one-upper, I'm out the door. I don't have time. I know we don't have a chance in hell with a friendship. If you are a one-upper, get away from me, Satan. If you are one-upper, get some help. It's no shade. Get some help. If you find yourself one-upping with every story, whether it's good news or bad news, you always have a more tragic story. You always have a better story. Baby, get some help. Get some help. It's a spirit. It's a spirit. And usually jealousy is not too far behind. It's a spirit. It's a spirit. Get it out. Get it out. Release it. Release it. It's a spirit. It's a spirit. It's a spirit. Yes, one-upper is jealousy. No, it's true. It's a spirit. Go see the lady. It's a spirit indeed, honey. I'm telling you, baby is very insecure. Baby, rebuke it, honey. Amazon published her book. Damn. It is. It's a symptom of jealousy. It really is, honey. You said, okay, Iyanla. I'm seriously, honey. Yes, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Release them. Yes, honey. Release it, babe. Release it. Okay. Okay. So now, Erica says, listen, I don't know about all this. All I know is I'm a New York Times bestselling author. Rachel says I'm a 2-time New York Times bestselling author. They both high five. So Rachel's like, Amanda, are you okay? Is there something in your brain that blocks you from saying stuff like that? You don't need to put somebody else down to lift yourself up. And she's right. I'm going to say this. I think that Rachel Zoe has been a great addition to the show. She fits right in. I think that she's a great addition. I enjoy her. So now we have Sutton walk over to join the cool girls, honey. And did you see how Sutton walked over? Baby Sutton was pumping. Sutton pumped through, honey. I said, oh, girl, you are just so desperate, baby. Sutton walked right on over, and she said, oh, well, just so you know, Amanda was saying the other day that she was worried about you talking about PK being an alcoholic. Dorit says, she goes on to say that, no, Dorit says, oh, really? Amanda and I had a nice lunch a few weeks ago. She didn't say a single word about this. She never showed any concern. It's pretty odd to hear that she has a different opinion when my back is turned. So Dorit says, I didn't out PK. Everybody knew he was an alcoholic. So she says, I wouldn't dare discuss it without his approval. So now we see Jennifer Tilly walk over to the tarot reader. We see Kathy Hilton arrive. And Kathy's glam for this party was on point. The way they did Kathy's face, I said, Kathy, one of your best looks. The hair, baby, that hair was blown, face was beat. Kathy, I said, that's one of your best looks today. But yeah, honey, let me tell you something. Sutton was so happy to be the bone collector and gain a few points from Dorit and Erica and Rachel Zoe. I said, girl, you can carry all the bones you want to carry. You will never be a cool girl, ever. So check that. Yes, Kathy looks soft, honey. She did. At her big age, Sutton's desperation is just stunning to witness. It's embarrassing. It's stunning because it's so sad. So now we have, now hold on. Let me know. Did anybody feel like this conversation was a bit weird? We see Sutton, Amanda, and Kathy having a side conversation about Bose. Sutton brings up how, I guess, Bose was eating peanuts on the private jet to Sedona. And she's like, oh yeah, on the plane, Bose's peanuts went everywhere. Her nuts were flying everywhere. So Kathy's like, wait, what? Her penis? And they're like, no, her peanuts. And I just said, what kind of conversation is this? Like, what? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, no, let me just move on. I thought it was like a weird, like, it was stupid non-conversation. What is Jameer saying? Something was off about it. Yes, it was very odd. Like, it was like that. Yes, that was my exact thing. I was like, Kathy, why would you she didn't say that. Like, I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. It was silly. Kathy trying to earn her little check. Yes, thank you. That's what it gave. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's exactly what it gave. And it just was weird to me. And I'm glad that, okay. Kathy pissed me off a few times at that table. Go take a nap. Yes. Yeah. We see each other. Oh my gosh, y'all. When I tell y'all we are so connected, oh my gosh, we are very connected, because that's exactly what I thought. Okay. Yes. Okay. It was just strange. It was strange. Okay. We see each other on that. That was that whole thing. Yes. Why did the editors include it? It was weird to me. I was like, why? This is such a stupid conversation. Well, it was all very weird. Yes. That's exactly what it gave. That's exactly what it gave. It was weird. Help, I need complete sentences. So you'll have to watch the replay, friend, because I just talked about the scene when Sutton had that, like, they had that side conversation with she had the side conversation with Kathy and Amanda about Bose eating peanuts that spilled on the private jet. And then Kathy's like, I don't even want to repeat it. It was just so stupid. It was so dumb. It was weird. So, okay. Yeah, it was very strange. So anyway, we see Sutton ask Jennifer Tilly, if they can talk in private. So they walk over to a private area. Sutton's complimenting her outfit. Tilly says, "Oh, thanks, it's Dior. Remember when we were in Milan? I bought it. We went to Milan, then I bought it in Paris." So Sutton's like, "Okay, cool, girl. Like, nice outfit. Like, I'm not really here to talk about that." We know how Sutton is. So Sutton says, "Okay, I have to talk to you about this because my feelings are super hurt." And did anybody peep how nervous Jennifer Tilly was? Jennifer Tilly was shaking. I said, "Tilly, I hate that you're even giving Sutton this much power. I would have sat there right like this. Like, what do you want to talk about?" I would have sat there right like this, like, "Sutton, I don't want to hear a word of BS coming out your mouth. You still owe me an apology for how you talked to me in Sedona." I mean, Jennifer was shaking like a leaf. I felt so bad for her. I said, "Girl," I said, "yeah, this needs to be her last season. I can't stand Sutton." Baby, Jennifer was shaking like a leaf, honey. Yes, her face was very flushed, honey. Her face was already beet red. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. So now she says, "I talked to Kyle the other day and she told me that you said that I'm always the one to stir up trouble. And that's why Garcelle does not want to be friends with me." That's not what Jennifer Tilly said, girl. Kyle lied to you. You don't even realize that. You're so weak-minded. You don't even realize that she's lying on Jennifer Tilly. That's not what Jennifer Tilly said. So Tilly said, "I didn't say that." She says, "I went out of the room because I felt like, why am I here? I can't speak." And I was venting. I remember that. I don't remember what I said, but it was basically me saying that I felt bad that I had been snapped at. I did say something like, Garcelle might have experienced that, so I know how she felt. She goes on to say in her confessional that after Garcelle left, she did examine her relationship with Sutton, and she understood to some extent how Garcelle felt in that moment. She says, "I felt like I would never speak to Sutton like that, and I don't want her to speak to me like that." So Sutton says, "Look, it took me back to the past. I'm trying hard not to be reactive. I don't want us to be messed up." So Jennifer Tilly says, "Our friendship is so important to me, and I should not have talked to Kyle about what I should have talked to you about." So Sutton says, in her confessional, "I have done some work on myself, and in Sedona, I should not have snapped on Jennifer Tilly. I should have took a breath and taken a moment." So now they both hug each other, and Jennifer Tilly apologizes. "No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Jennifer Tilly, two quick things. I'm upset with you in the most loving way possible. First of all, you don't owe her an apology. You don't owe her an apology. She did not give you an apology for snapping at you. You don't talk to your friend that way. You don't do that to your friend. She did not say, 'I'm sorry, I should not have done that.' First of all, girl, you were lied on. You didn't say what Kyle twisted up your words. On top of that, Jennifer Tilly, let me say this. I need you to remember what you say, okay? Because that always trips these girls up when they say, 'Oh my gosh, I don't remember.' Baby, I need you to say, 'No, girl, I didn't say that. I said X, Y, and Z. She's lying. Get her over here right now, and let's really talk about this.'" Jennifer Tilly, I love you. I like how you're very silly, easy breezy, go with the flow. But Miss Mamas, I need you to tighten up. And I need you to remember, lock in, and remember what you said. Because this is not going to work where you don't remember what you said. I need you to lock in. Because I was really pissed to see you sit up there and bow down to Sutton. And Sutton, how dare you? The fact that you didn't even apologize to your friend for how you snapped at her. I said, "Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Baby, the way I would have paid Sutton does, there will be no apology from me, baby. I can admit when I'm wrong, honey, but right now I wasn't wrong. You owe me the apology. I'm the victim here. You gonna give me my apology, or we're just not gonna talk." But yeah, Sutton, girl, you're a horrible friend. A horrible friend. And for you to sit up there and believe what Kyle's telling you says a lot about you. Yes, I'd appreciate if Tilly just says, "I actually said X, Y, and Z," and shuts it down. Same here. Yes, she does want to be the mean girl to somebody. Very much so. Very much so. And yeah, she wants to make Jennifer her good friend, her punching bag. Sutton Brown, the clown. Tilly needs to stand up. I agree. I'm so sick. I'm so sick of it. That baby. Yeah, listen. Okay, now hold on. Hold on. I like Jennifer Tilly and all, but I need that baby voice sometimes to go away. I need that baby voice to go away sometimes. I need her to put some bass in her voice and be the adult woman that she is. There's a time and a place for everything. And that baby voice is not going to work in every single situation. I would have said, Sutton, you have me effed up. That's not what I said. Bring Kyle over here. I'm going to tell you what I said. That's not what I said. And you owe me an apology for how you spoke to me in Sedona, period. Yes, I need the cartoon character stuff to go. I know she plays the voice on Family Guy. I know that's her whole shtick of being like the rich auntie who's just very silly and she eats donuts for breakfast. But right now, I need her to lock in and put some bass in her voice and let Sutton know what's what, period. It's tough for nasally girls, though. Well, hey, I don't know what to say. I need Tilly to be Chucky's wife for a minute. Yeah, she needs to do something, honey. Say it with your full chest. Yes, it reminds me of the baby voice Bronwyn does with Todd. Yes. Oh my gosh. I really wish JT said and did, because where was the lie? Okay. You don't understand. You and I, we have healthy self-esteem and we are of sound mind. Everybody's not of sound mind. Desperation clouds your judgment so badly that it is like a high to chase behind people who don't like you. Like some people get off on trying to convince people to like them. That is their life's mission, to finally get in a circle, right? People still have childhood wounds of not being in the cool group when they were younger. And some of that stuff follows folks until they are good and grown. Sutton has never resolved not being the cool girl. So we are seeing the ramifications of what happens when that part of you is not healed. She's going to chase behind these women and throw out whoever is in her way till she gets herself together. This is what happens when you are not of sound mind and no self-esteem. It's a horrible combination. It's very sad. Very much like Heather. Think about all the other housewives in other cities who are chasing behind folks who did not like them. Think about it. And they throw the people who've always had their backs to the wayside. So it's very sad. Very, very sad. So that's all, you're talking from a healed perspective. So now, we see it's time for dinner. It's time for dinner. The table is set beautifully. Rachel Zoe has goodie bags for everybody. She tells everybody she misses Bose, but Bose did call her and gave her the permission to share the good news. We find out that Bose, they retrieved 2 eggs. Everybody claps. So I said, congratulations, happy birthday. Okay. So now Rachel Zoe says she's very grateful for the ladies and how she's the new girl. And, she's happy, she's happy to be in the group. So now she says, okay, it's time to eat. There's salmon, veggies, I guess potatoes, like a very nice spread. So the chef was not lying when he said that we're going to make it work despite the power being out. So we see Natalie asking Amanda where she's from. And Amanda says she's from Oklahoma. She moved to California in 2017. She first lived in Montecito. So now we see the tarot reader come to the table. Amanda says that she's been to psychics, energy healers, intuitive guides. She likes all that woo-woo stuff. So now we do see that Amanda walks over to the tarot reader to do a private reading. And the tarot reader says that she's a manifestor times 1,000. And Amanda says, oh my gosh, how'd you guess? I do that for a living. So now she's going on to ask if the tarot reader is a medium. Does she feel anything? And the tarot reader says, no, she says that she is a medium. Did she say she's a medium on some days? It was kind of like the tarot reader to me was like, girl, I'm a I'm a medium on Tuesdays and Fridays. So she says, I am a medium, but I can't get anything right now. I don't feel anything right now. So now Amanda shares that her 3-year-old's twin passed away 3 years ago today. She says that she thought that this would be the moment where he would come through the tarot reader right now. So the tarot reader says, oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. And now, she thanks the tarot reader and goes back to the table. So now we see Kyle and Sutton sitting next to each other. And Kyle's like, Sutton, did you talk to Jennifer? And Sutton says, yes, we talked, but Tilly did not remember saying anything. So Kyle's like, you think I made that up? You think I lied? And Sutton says, no, of course not. I said, baby, Kyle could lie right to your face, baby. Kyle could tell you the sky is pink and you would believe her, baby. Kyle could tell you a bold-faced lie to your face and you would believe her, honey, because you were so desperate to be up in her face, girl. So I said, oh, you are so sorry. Like, just sorry, just very sad that you're going to sit up here and pick Kyle over Jennifer Tilly. A mess. Kyle twisted up what Jennifer Tilly said, girl. And the fact that you're buying it is ridiculous. Very sad. So now, mind you, Jennifer Tilly is across from them, so she can hear them talking about her. So Jennifer Tilly says, no, Sutton says, I was gutted to hear this. So Jennifer Tilly was so over it. She says, now, girl, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Like, it's not that deep. For you to say that you were gutted, really? I said, but baby, you were gutted by hearing Kyle lie about Jennifer Tilly, about what she said about you. But you weren't gutted when Erica, Rinna, Dorit, and Kyle would call you a see you next Tuesday and call you whatever name they called you. Erica's over there calling you a box. This one's over there saying that you can't get a date. This one's talking about, you're not cute. So it's okay when they read you down, read you for filth, but yet you're gutted over Jennifer Tilly telling the truth about you. Got it. I said, girl, you need some serious help, girl. Erica has called you every name in the book to your face, baby. She's low-key threatened you. Rinna's been up in your face, cursing you out, calling you everything but a child of God. Those women have broken you down mentally. But yeah, you want to say you were gutted by Jennifer Tilly. No, remember when this season, the first episode, Erica and Bose were sitting up there talking about Sutton, and Erica said, girl, she's a box. They clown her every chance they get. But yeah, that's okay. But when Jennifer Tilly, you hurt Tilly's feelings and she reacts to how you treated her, now you're gutted by her response to your BS. Okay. So now Jennifer Tilly says, I remember saying things, but I don't remember what they are. Now, Tilly, if you're going to be in this group, you need to remember, because the way Kyle will sit up there and gaslight you, that is the worst thing you could ever say. I don't remember what I said in front of Kyle Richards, because Kyle is a master gaslighter. So you need to be on your P's and Q's. You need to be on point. So I'm sorry, Tilly. I got to just tap you on the wrist, baby, because, girl, you can't screw up in front of Kyle. You need to have all your ducks in a row when it comes to her. So now, Kathy Hilton's like, what's going on here? Because she sees the commotion. And Jennifer Tilly says, nothing. I felt so bad because Jennifer Tilly was so flustered. Her face was flushed. Baby, those cheeks were beet red. She was sweating. She was shaking. I felt so bad for her. I said, Tilly, girl, a mess. So now Dorit jumps in and saves the day. She gets Tilly off the hot seat and she focuses on Amanda. She says, now, speaking of contacts and things flying out their mouth, Amanda, I want to know something from you. What's your take? I want to know what your take is on me discussing my divorce. I heard that you had some concerns about the way I spoke about the father of my children. So Amanda says, well, yeah, Kyle and I spoke about a little bit about maybe it could make things harder with your custody battle. So Dorit's like, how so? So Kyle's like, where did you hear this? Kyle, are you insane? Kyle, they showed the flashback of you running your mouth when Amanda was at your house a few weeks ago, and you're flapping your gums about, oh yeah, she's running her mouth. It might hurt her custody battle. And it's just a hot mess. You were saying all that stuff. And now for you to pin this on Amanda, that's not right. And Amanda saying this could affect you, that's not a bad thing to say. That's not a horrible thing to say. So now, I said the way Kyle will sit up there and bait you into talking and then lie on you, because Kyle was one running her mouth. So now Dorit says, well, Dorit says, I heard it from Sutton. So Amanda's like, what day was this? So Dorit's like, so Dorit is like, well, what do you think? Do you think that? It doesn't matter what day it is if it came out of your mouth. So Amanda says, may I be really honest with you? My son Zion died 3 years ago today, and I'm hanging on by a thread. Kathy, you must be hard of hearing. You're sitting right next to Amanda. Kathy, when you turned around and said, is that your dog? I said, Kathy, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you weren't trying to be funny this time. But when in doubt, girl, just be quiet. You said you spat your drink out. I was just like, Kathy, I said, no, it's not the time. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. Yes, you're right. She didn't say son until after. Yes, you're right. She just said Zion. She said his name. Yes. You're right. You're right. Forgive me. Either way, I would have just sat there and said, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Because I don't, when it comes to things like that, I don't want to put my foot in my mouth, right? So I would have just kept quiet and said, oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. And then waited for her to say who she was talking about. Child. Brooke, stop. Wait, stop what? I didn't do anything. I'm just saying, I would have just sat there and not said a word, or I would have just said, oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. And I just would have waited. I'm not making a joke about it. I'm just saying my opinion. Yeah, less is more. Agreed. Agreed. They just let Kathy say anything at this point. A more appropriate question is, who were they to you? Exactly. Okay. So I'm at a dinner alone cackling. These people are looking at me crazy. You said the caps. Just a quick side note. Let's not use all caps in the chat. Thank you. Happy Sunday, okay? Just a little PSA, a little house rules, okay? I'm a little weary on the caps thing, so. So Amanda says, my son. And now Kathy says, what? Like, she's shocked, and she obviously feels bad. So Amanda shares a story about what happened. She says her son Kanan's twin. Rachel Zoe says, I had no idea that today was the anniversary of her son's death. Sutton is speechless. Sutton's like, why didn't we know? Well, you know now, girl. Like, and also, girl, Sutton, don't do that. You don't care for Amanda like that. So why would she share with you the date of her son's death anniversary? Like, just like, like, don't do that. Don't just say I'm sorry for your loss, girl. My heart goes out to you, mother to mother. I'm sorry to hear that. All this, why didn't she tell us? That's irrelevant. Like, so people ask the dumbest questions. It doesn't matter if she told you today, tomorrow, last week, next year. The thing is, she's telling you right now, and just show some compassion. It's so irrelevant. Like, what are we talking about? So now Dorit says, I'm sorry that it landed on a day like today. Maybe we'll have the conversation again, but I'm just curious. Having an opinion from somebody who doesn't know me, my situation, my husband. You said that after we just met, but you thought about me and prayed for me all weekend. Dorit Kemsley. The minute somebody tells you in the middle of an argument, hey, I'm hanging on by a thread, I can't do it today. My son, it's the anniversary of my daughter, son, father, mother's death. That is argument is over. Argument is over. Argument is over. Girl, you got it. I'm sorry for you. We'll reconvene next week, next month. It's not that deep. I don't really have, I'm gonna be very transparent. Y'all know I lost my dad. It'll be 5 years in May, right? Like the week after my birthday, right? If I tell you, I know for me that day, every time the day comes, it's very like emotional. Like I'm just always kind of out of sorts, right? I'll be damned if somebody tries to pick an argument with me after I'm just like, girl, I can't do it with you. Let's pick this argument back up when I'm good. Okay. Let's not do this today. I feel like anybody with half a brain cell, with any bit of compassion, would just say, you know what, girl, you got it. I'm sorry. Let's talk about this next week. Why was that so hard? And Dorit, as a mother, you're always talking about as a mom, you know, my kids, you should know to shut your mouth. I don't understand. It's like, do you have any common sense? I know you're on a TV show, but my God, like, I couldn't imagine. It doesn't matter what we're arguing about. Girl, you know what, girl, we'll talk about this another day. It's not that deep for me to have the last word. It's not. I think one of the best pieces of advice that my parents ever told me was, you don't need to have the last word all the time. I used to have a really bad habit of, like, when I was little, I had to have the last word. In an argument, I just had to have the last word. I just had to have the last word. And my parents were like, as an adult, you can't do that. Like, you're gonna need, it's okay to just be quiet sometimes. That's the best advice. It's okay. There's a time and a place. Being quiet can save you from so much social anxiety. It can save you from making a fool or an ass out of yourself. It's okay to be quiet. Because you made yourself look so bad to all the viewers, Dorit. It's okay to say, you know what? Let's table this for another day. You don't always have to say whatever it's okay not to say everything that comes to your mind. But you need to have the last word so bad. It's like, oh my gosh, girl, shut up. I couldn't believe you. Like, hey girl, I'm sorry to hear that, you know, your newborn passed away, but you know, we still gotta get this argument in. That's how you sounded. No empathy, no compassion, no care. It's like, my God, it's okay to be quiet. She just kept going. And you made yourself look worse and worse and worse. And nobody at the table had the good sense to say, Dorit, shut the F up. I would have turned around and said, Dorit, respectfully, I'm saying this out of love. It's time for you to shut the hell up. You look ridiculous. Let this go. They all just sat there. And let her keep going. And then folks were talking about on Twitter, oh, well, Amanda pulled that out for sympathy. Y'all, some of y'all sound so ridiculous sometimes. Everything's not about a sympathy card. Somebody's child passed away. Her newborn passed away. Are you kidding? That's going to be with her for the rest of her life. I'm like, what is going through people's heads? Oh, she's using the sympathy card. Well, girl, if you experienced that, you would feel away. Like, what are we saying here? Nobody has a good sense to say, you know what? Sometimes it's too much. It's like crazy to me. It's not about liking Amanda or not liking Amanda. It's about decency. It's about Having some compassion. If you don't have compassion for a woman who told you that her newborn passed away and it's their death anniversary, there's something wrong with you. Because there's no way that I would have kept going. I would have been, okay, you know what, girl? I'm so sorry to hear this. My condolences. We'll pick this back up 2 weeks from now. I am so sorry. Sending you so much love. And that would have been the conversation. That would have been it. I would not have kept going. It's crazy. Amanda says, well, it is true. I have been thinking about you a lot. I think I agree with Kyle. I didn't really have strong feelings about the matter. So now Amanda turns to Kyle and says, do you remember me saying anything other than agreeing with you? So now, of course, Kyle can't recall what was said. She said, well, actually, I don't recall. I said, of course you don't, girl. But you know how to stir the pot and throw somebody under the bus and twist their words up. But when it comes time to relaying what was said about somebody, now you can't recall. I said, okay, girl. And also, when they played that flashback, we saw that you were the one running your gums about Dorit. Yes, selective amnesia, exactly. So now, what happened? Where was I? Dorit's like, do you think you hijacked Kyle's thoughts, who's known me for 10 years and made it your own? Amanda's like, do you think it's fair to bring this to me when I just shared to you what I'm going through, that my newborn died 3 years ago? Dorit's like, I'm sorry, Amanda. Amanda said, he died. Like, my kid died. Dorit's like, listen. Dorit says, I'm not trying to be anything other than conversational. If you're not ready to have this conversation, it's fine. I respect your wishes 100%. You respect her wishes 100%, but yet you kept going and said, well, girl, I'm sorry to hear that, but you had me effed up talking about my husband. Like, you don't respect her. Dorit, you are very self-centered. And there's a sensitivity chip missing. And it's concerning. It's concerning. Amanda does say, well, it could make a custody agreement more difficult. So Dorit's like, look, do you want to have the conversation or not? Well, baby, she tried to end the conversation 3 minutes ago when she told you what happened to her newborn, and you kept going. You should have been the one to stop talking. So now, Amanda, I thought Dorit was acting so nuts. She just looked, Dorit, you look crazy. And that says a lot when you have Sutton right there in this group. So now Amanda's over it. She starts crying. She gets up to leave. Dorit says, oh, well, that's great timing. I said, Dorit, when they play this back, you do know you're going to look crazy, right? Like, you do know you're going to regret doing this, right? Like, for you to say, oh, that's great timing. Babe, she just told you that her newborn passed away. Her newborn baby passed away 3 years ago today. And you tried to pick a fight with her knowing that information. And now you say that's great timing. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. Yes, she looks like a complete ass. I agree. So now Dorit says, Amanda did share this at Tilly's party. I had no idea that today was the anniversary. She didn't say anything at all. She did say something, girl, she told you just now. She told you just now. And when she told you, you should have stopped talking. She did tell you. She says, I really wish you would have told us because I would have never said anything to her. When she told you 5 minutes ago, that was the time to shut your damn mouth. And you kept going. And even if she had told you the anniversary date of his death at Tilly's party, I doubt you would have remembered that because you're so self-centered, it would have went in one ear and out the other. So now Amanda's leaving. Kathy walks over to check on her. She says, hi, honey. Everybody feels really bad. Amanda says the only person who should feel bad is Dorit. She came at me very accusatory with a very attacking style of energy. So now Kathy goes over to grab Dorit and she's like, Dorit, you need to listen. Oh, no, wait, sorry. She says, Dorit says, Kathy, listen, Kathy, I respect that it's the anniversary of her son's death. I don't need to have any conversation. I said, oh, but you do. You need to apologize because you are dead wrong, Dorit. I'm sorry. There's no defending this. There is no defending this. And if you've lost a loved one, there's no defending this. I'm sorry. Kathy says, can you just go over there and be the bigger person? We're talking about a death. Like, this is not any petty stuff. This is her little baby passed away. Okay. It doesn't, like, babe, it doesn't get much sadder than that. Like, that's like the ultimate, I feel, when it comes to tragedies of a baby. I mean, come on. Like, it doesn't get much sadder than that. So, no, Bose wasn't there. Bose was in Vegas. Remember, Bose was in Vegas because she wasn't at the dinner. Dorit didn't even feel bad. Yes, she didn't feel bad. So now Amanda's in the doorway sobbing. And Dorit walks over and says, Amanda, I'm so sorry you're going through this. I didn't know, obviously. She tries to give her a hug. She says, as a mother, I can't think of anything worse in my life. Now, mind you, as this is going on, Kathy, Kyle, and Erica are standing by the side watching this all play out. So I loved how Dorit tried to wipe the tears from her eyes, and Amanda's like, don't touch me right now. Dorit has the nerve to be upset. Dorit, do you remember when Sutton read you about, she made that comment about, pick on somebody whose wallet fits? Remember when Sutton tried to give you that apology last season and she tried to hug you? No, she tried to give you a high five and you looked at her like, girl, don't touch me. Do you honestly think in your pea brain that this woman would want to be hugged and have her tears, have her face touched after you just obliterated her when she told you that her son passed away? Like, let's be so for real. Do you honestly think that she wants your hands in her face after what just happened 10 minutes ago? Let's be so for real. Let's be so for real right now. And then Dorit had the nerve to be mad. She's like, oh, well, I'm trying to be nice to you. It's not about you right now, babe. It's not about you right now, girl. What's not clicking? She has every right to say, girl, get your hands out of my face. Don't touch me. You didn't want Sutton to touch you. And she just said that you don't have any money. Child, I said a mess, honey. Amanda says, I told you my kid died and you just kept going. Dorit says, which I told you I respected, but you continue the conversation. I said, Dorit has a hard time just saying, I'm sorry. Dorit, it's okay to say, I effed up. I'm sorry. My God. She says, I respect that you don't want to have the conversation. Amanda says, I hear your words, but I don't think that's true. I think you very much wanted to go after it after I told you. Wait, no, Amanda says, I hear your words, but I don't think it's true. I think you very much wanted to go after it. After I told you what I was going through, you kept going. If someone told me their kid died, I would have given them a hug. Dorit says, okay, well, I apologize that I didn't. She says, so why don't you go? And now Amanda says, good night. Dorit, even the apology was just half-assed. I said, you said they would have had to pick Dorit off the floor if it was me. Child, a mess. Poor Reed would have seen my manicure up close. Dee can't read the room. She can't. So now, I want to ask you again. Remember, Kyle and Erica were standing right there in the doorway with Amanda and Dorit. Did anybody think it was weird that like Erica and Kyle didn't give her a hug as she walked out? Kyle's demeanor was so weird when Kyle was like, okay, like, bye, like, go cuddle with your family, like, not good night. That was so off-putting to me. It was so weird. I was like, this is what you say to a mother who lost her child? The whole thing was strange. It was like Kyle was so dry. It was weird. She was like, okay, like, go cuddle with your family. Bye. I was like, am I going crazy? Okay, so we all felt the same way. The whole situation was odd. Kyle doesn't care. It was nasty and gross. Dorit, Kyle, and Erica need to be fired. No empathy, honey. I find them all to be off-putting and insensitive, so I'm not surprised. They don't like Amanda. They all don't like her. They don't care. They were showing their true feelings, very Stepford wives. All the ladies were awful. No one consoled her. No one said anything. All the BH ladies emotionless. It's giving that. Yes, they don't like her and it shows. Similar to when Wendy got attacked, no sympathy shown. Yes, baby. Wendy got bopped beside her head and got water splashed on her, babe, and they were all laughing. Giselle was clapping. Robin was recording her. They were all laughing at her pain, honey. It's a sad day when people can't even put their mess aside and just show some compassion. Kyle laughed at a child being verbally assaulted by Erica. Let's be real. They don't like Amanda, neither do I, but I would have stopped talking right there and then. Exactly. A lot of the housewives are void of normal emotions and empathy. Yes, it's very true. You start to notice it with many franchises, from Giselle to Kyle to Dorit to Julia. Very true. Very true. Bravo needs to make changes. That's so sick. Why wasn't she at home with her husband on the anniversary of her son's death? Well, in all fairness, though, you don't know how you're going to feel on the day of a loved one's death, right? She did say that she might be weird that day. I remember at one point she had said at that scene with her and her husband, she said, I don't know, should I go to the dinner party? Should I stay home? I'll probably go. You don't know how you're going to feel. You don't know how you're going to feel. Yes, her husband did tell her to go. Exactly. Yes, grief is not linear. It's not at all. It's not at all. Watch the sneak peek of the next episode. Kyle tells Amanda to get thicker skin. Oh, where was Kyle's thick skin when they were coming after her and her marriage and she was sitting up there crying every episode? She has some nerve. Thank you. Because grief is not linear. Yup, every anniversary is different. The lack of empathy is baffling. Exactly. Maybe she thought going out would be good for her. Exactly. There's no right way to experience grief. I agree. Yes, honey, Kyle's skin is paper thin, very much so. I can't stand by Kyle. Yes, even if it was hit, even if she was hit with grief unexpectedly, it doesn't justify their behavior towards her. Exactly. Kyle behaves like a blubbering idiot. I can't stand Kyle anymore. I'm so over her. Child. Rachel did not even get up from the table. Yeah, and I thought that was a bit weird too. I feel like as the host and as the hostess, you do check on your guests. And I would definitely make sure that I would definitely, say goodbye to my guests before I left. Now, I see a comment, and I'm going to say this, right? Because I don't feel like arguing with anybody today. I see a comment. I'm not trying to argue with anybody. I'm not trying to go back and forth with you. But I feel like you're trying to be a contrarian. I think that's out of line to say that somebody's pulling a sympathy card. Someone's child passed away. And I'm trying to not blow this whole life up. I'm really trying not to. And a lot of y'all try to act like, if you say something different that, I don't accept a difference of opinions, but some of these opinions are a little bit crazy. Okay? And I feel like some of y'all are trying to get under my skin, or you're trying to just be contrarian. I'm going to tell you right now, I saw your comment. I might, I might just have to have Jameer just because it's just ignorant. It's ignorant. It's ignorant. And if you do feel that way, some thoughts should just not be, it's just, they just shouldn't be in the chat. Period. Period. I think that's like, I'm just, some of y'all just really live for, you want to be on the contract or whatever is said. You have to go against the grain. You have to go against the grain. Yeah, Jameer, I have to scroll. I have to scroll up. Yeah, especially with mothers in the chat. Exactly. 2 hour mark. People. Yeah, we're at the 2 hour mark now. We're 13 seconds from the 2 hour mark. Do what you gotta do because of gross opinion. Yes, my dad passed in 2008. My heart goes out to you. The anniversary hits different every time. Exactly. Yes, sometimes it's a good day. No, it's true. Other time, no, it's very true. 3 years is fresh. It's very fresh. It never fails. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. The 2 hour mark. Yes, we don't know these women, so I go by right is right and wrong is wrong. Okay, yes. Jameer, I just saw that Jameer, I highlighted and I saw that you got rid of them. Thank you. Yeah, I saw that and it was so funny because as you did it, um, oh, you're so sweet. Oh, I love my parents' puppy heard you get upset and hopped to see if you were okay. It was so cute. Oh my gosh, you're about to have me crying. Like, no, I just have I get very emotional, I get very sensitive about these topics. And like just seeing some of these seeing that comment really pissed me off. And I think I just, I get annoyed because it's like, are people trying to be evil? Like, are people trying to sound crazy just to sound crazy? Yes, where's the empathy? Exactly. It's a very sensitive thing. And it's very callous to say when people have lost parents or they've lost siblings, or some of y'all, I saw in the chat, some of y'all lost kids. My heart goes out to you, like, because nobody should be burying a child. No parent should bury a child, right? So like to see somebody in this chat say something so crazy and so evil and so callous and just so cruel, I don't have any patience for that. And I'm telling y'all right now, if you want to come in here being a contrarian, trying to be different, at the end of the day, sometimes just be quiet. Some of y'all don't get enough attention at home. You're over here. You just don't feel good about yourself, and you're trying to come over here and just be nasty and just be rude and just want to be different. When in Rome, do as the Romans. Sometimes you just need to have the opinion of everybody else. There are times in life where you can't be on the offense. There are times where you need to be on the same page as everybody else, or keep your mouth shut. You can't always be the rebel. You can't always be the one to take the opposite opinion. It's called having good social skills. There are times where you just need to be of the same opinion, the same mind as everybody else. Period. Yes, it's not the natural order of things to burying offspring. Exactly. So for somebody to say that in this chat, it's like what are you talking about? It is aggravating. Yes, abolish ICE and abolish trolls. Exactly. It's crazy. When the anniversary of my grandfather's passing, it's always different, especially since it's a few days before my birthday. Yes, it always hits different. Some days, it doesn't hurt as much. Some days it does. I think that people, yes, the devil's advocate is advocating for Satan, just saying, yes. I think that we have a lot of, I think that parents are dropping the ball with not teaching their kids not to be weirdos. I think that we need to go back to saying, stop being weird. I think my parents did a great job with instilling great social skills with me and my siblings because we know how to read a room. And I remember, I'll never forget, my grandma always said, you don't always have to be the rebel with the opposing opinion. Some folks get off on always being a contrarian. Sometimes in life, you actually do have to conform and have the dominant thought of everybody else. Sometimes you can't have a differing opinion. Sometimes it needs to be, yup, you're right, I agree, we're all on the same page. Sometimes it has to be one band, one sound. Sometimes it's not always a well actually or stop. If you're a well actually person, if you always find yourself being the rebel, if you always find yourself having the opposite opinion of everybody else, there's a problem. If you're a contrarian, there's a problem. There's a void, and there's something wrong to always be on the opposite side of what everybody else is saying. It's weird. Everything cannot always be a debate. Everything's not always up for debate. It's ridiculous. Yes, they can. Thank you. Because people think, yeah, exactly. They get off on being a contrarian. Yes, it's weirdo behavior. It's weirdo behavior. And too many parents are not telling their kids, stop being annoying, stop being a pest, stop being weird. We need more of that because we've lost that. And that's what society is the way it is now, because too many grown adults didn't hear that growing up. And now we have weirdo adults saying whatever, not knowing social skills, not reading the room. And the rest of us have to deal with it and give them grace. I'm sick of it. Don't come in here talking stupid. We're talking about somebody who lost their child. Sorry, I just had that comment really pissed me off. And knowing that I have people in here who have lost children, y'all don't need to see that. That really pissed me off. Yes, they think apathy is cool. They do. They do. There's another weirdo in the comments where get him out, Jimmy, get him out, get him out, get him out. Because I'm not doing it, and I'm not going back and forth with anybody. I'm not going back and forth with the soul. Yeah, some people have a spirit of confusion, honey. Some people, babe, everybody's not playing with the full deck. You have people miserable, just spirit just messed up, and they want to come in here and sow seeds of discord and confusion, but it will not be here. It will not on the Lord's day. It will not be in here. Take that somewhere else. You will not bring any confusion over here. Yes. They out here shadow box. They can shadow box with themselves because they're not doing it with me. People just want to have an opposing opinion. They think that it's edgy. They think it's cool. It's just saying anything. Yes, honey. Agent of chaos, be gone. Acting a fool on a Sunday, a sin. Child, you have folks who just have they just are soulless people. Amen. In the name of Jesus, I rebuke the stupidity. Of course they were. They probably work in tandem. You have some of these trolls are they're in group chats, plotting on how they're going to come into these chats and infiltrate and be on some BS. Weirdo. People have too much time on their hands and not enough money. Get a job. The folks need to be getting 3 jobs, 4 jobs, instead of coming in here trying to sow seeds of discord and nonsense. And we have another one. And we have another one. So we have 3 in the span of 10 minutes. There's something about this 2-hour mark where folks go crazy and jump out the window. Yep, yep. Yeah, they are another one. She's gone. She's gone. Weirdo. Oh Lord, is this a trend? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I've been dealing with an uptick of trolls, an uptick of nonsense since the Wendy news broke. It's just been some nonsense. It's very sad. A train of weirdos. No, truly. Let them know, Greg. They do it on. Yeah, no, you're right. They do it on. They want attention. They want to be. They want their 2 seconds of fame. Yes, it's a shame how people let the devil use them. No, honey, it is. Fix it, Black Jesus, honey. I'm telling you, Brooke. You might have to up the chat privileges again. I might. I don't know what to do. I emailed YouTube because I've been I don't know what to do because they had changed it from November to last. So you have to be subscribed now a week. I don't know what's going on. So I have to email them to see can they restore. Like I don't know what's going on. There's like a glitch in the system because trolls are obviously slipping back in again. It's like I might make it to literally when I get my answer from YouTube, I'm gonna have it. So you've had to have been subscribed at least 8 months because it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand. It's the Housewives on their burner accounts. Oh my gosh. Who? Who now? Are people bored? Yeah, honey, they bored, child, bored and broke. Yes. I've noticed people don't like to hear anything morally sound. The Karen jumps out. It sure does. You're right. Dorit, save your money paying for bots. I feel like they wait for the 2 hour mark. It's sad. Child. I think there's something wrong with YouTube. All of a sudden, I'm being subscribed to NFL accounts. Man, we did so good in the RHOP reunion. Not it's Wendy Osufo. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think so too. I hope they don't push you to doing pre-recordings. No, I will never let them win, honey. I will never let the trolls win. And also, I enjoy the lives. I will never let them win. Don't worry. But I might have to up the restrictions once I hear from YouTube, and I might have to say, you've had to been subscribed for at least a year because it's just like it's getting to be a point. Anyways, child, exactly. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on, honey. Let's end this on a good note, honey. Let's just let's just clear it out. Let's clear it out, y'all. Just have a good old time, okay? You said I know you don't want to put us behind a paywall, but Absidef Jenkins won't let us be. Oh my gosh. Yes, honey. Oh, last night's live was good, honey. We wait, hold on. Can we all clap for a minute, y'all? Last night's live, I did 2 lives yesterday. The SOC one was good, and last night's live, the late night live, was over 3.5 hours long. We didn't have one troll in last night's live. I said, thank you, Jesus. But silly me for expecting that it was gonna be the same way today. Bust out the cigars, child. They messing it up for me. I've not been in here a year yet. Y'all get out. Sutton Brown the clown, is that you? A year is a long time for me to be quiet. Listen, I don't want that to happen. Okay, I'm gonna up the restrictions. It might have to be if you haven't been subscribed maybe 6 months, you might have to wait. It was getting to that point. I'm trying not to make it so long, but something's got to be done. A line has to be drawn in the sand. I might not make it a year, but it might have to be 6 months. You might have to have some real skin in the game. So yeah, honey. Yeah. You said poor Brooke couldn't even talk because she was laughing so hard. Okay, up the restrictions. Don't force on the trolls. That's what they want. You're right. Thank you. Oh, I'm wearing MAC. Thank you. In the end of the last live, I was like, run, Brooke, run. 6 months is fair, to be honest. Thank you. Yes, I'm doing well. I'm staying warm. I'm staying nice and warm. You said we got jinx. Exactly. How do we know how long we've been members? You can check, go on your YouTube studio and it should show, go to settings. But you've been here for a long time, so you'll be fine. If I say 6 months, you'll be fine. 6 months sounds good, not the $5, honey. 6 months sounds reasonable. Where do I send my 28,000 to stay? Listen, I'm telling you, Connie, because we have people who are just subscribed and they're really sweet, and I feel bad. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want y'all who are good and you've only been here for a short time to suffer because of these idiots. But I might have to do it. You said, I know. We thought we were in a new trollless era. I was doing craziness in my living room, honey. Thank you. I appreciate you for understanding. You said 6 months is valid. Make it 2 years. Damn. We need a cash shakeup. I really like Rachel and Tilly. I'm also waiting for Heather Dubrow to hop over. You said don't close the doors. Maybe that's 2 more months for me. Maybe 1. I got this. 6 to 8 months is good. You said can't even have grown folks fun. I'm telling you. I feel like you need to be pre-subscribed, pre-Wendy News about being a felon. But they gave me a night off, honey. They gave me a night off. And then came back. They came back well rested, honey, to act stupid. They're longtime subscribers. Hold on. You have me screaming to that new subscriber when you revealed that you've been watching me for years and you just subscribed last week to finally comment. I said, you should feel ashamed of yourself. Baby, I know she's about to be upset when I change these restrictions and make it 6 months. Oh, you have me screaming, honey. The way we got on her. We said, girl, you've been watching me for years and just now subscribed last week. A mess. You probably have haters that have been subscribed from the jump. Yes. Oh, that's definitely what it's giving. That's definitely what it's giving. A lot of the new subscribers came from the Kempire Live. Oh, yes. Go to your settings. It will tell you after you click on her channel. Been rocking with you since the good old days. Thank you. Well, I got 2 months to go before I can type again. I've been here since Brooke was on the couch. Yeah, 6 months sounds reasonable for now. Thank God I've been here for a long time. Yes, honey. Put it under a membership. Oh, thank you very much. I didn't want to watch the late live because honestly, I've been bummed out by the trolls coming to the lives. I didn't want to feel sad at the 2 hour mark. No, we didn't have any trolls. We were on for 3 hours and 40 minutes. We did not have one troll. We talked about everything under the sun. We had a great time. Wendy's people kept their mouths shut and ate their food. Everybody we laughed. We talked. We had one of the best lives. We had such a good time. We had no trolls. Maybe go members only for the chat option. I would sign up. You said 6 months plus Amex Green plus 28,000 plus face picture. 6 months is a long time. Well, you've been here for a long time, so you'll be fine. You said so be it, honey. You know she does. But listen, you got people that have been subscribed for a year that are just now commenting. I'll be having the side eye. Do whatever you want, Brooke. What is it about your channel? It's weird. Honey, I don't know. Honey, I'm telling you, I just don't know, child. That last live was a good listen in the playback. Oh, thank you. We had a really good time. We talked about everything. I've been here a while, so I think I'm good. I feel so bad for Jameer. Maybe get some people to help him. Jameer, do you feel tired? All they have to do is email her. Yes. But I'm seriously though, if you want to be a moderator now, you have to do some work. You can't just be talking and laughing and part of the conversation. Like, yes, Jameer balances both. Like he'll talk and laugh, but he also has his eyes peeled. You know what I'm saying? So they love to hate on the success. Keep it coming, Brooke. I think it's because you interact with us, so they want attention. Yeah, they probably want attention. It probably has to be that. Yes, honey, it's true. Beautiful black woman with a large following does not sit right with this troll spirit. It's very true. You said you'll be surprised how many people pay for Patreon just to go drag the content creators. Yeah, I'm not even dealing with it, honey. I'm not even dealing with it. You better let them know. You better let them know, friend. You said, where do I sign up? I can't stop them, but I'm loving this job. Okay, well, thank you. That I appreciate that. Thank you. Jameer is great at balancing it. I'm not that fast. Jameer is quick with it. Yeah, Jameer is quick with it, y'all. Jameer is quick with it. You said ask YouTube about the matter if you've been unsubbed, because I was unsubbed, then have to resub, and I can still comment. Yeah, it's a tough, honey. It's a tough job, honey. Listen, honey, being a mod is a serious job, no joke. Jameer as a mod is a true blessing. Yes, I'm a moderator for someone. It is work. It is work. It is work. So, listen, if you sitting up here thinking you about to be just, talking in the conversation and letting the trolls go by. Oh my gosh, honey. Yes, miserable people out here. Child Brown getting her lick back after her deserved lashings. I was also unsubbed and had a resub. Well, I'm glad you're back. Jameer is great. Jameer does a fabulous job. And baby, and Jameer got haters, honey. Jameer got haters now, honey. They tried to come for Jameer, baby. Jameer got haters now. Jameer's popping, baby. That's how you know we really lit, because my moderators got haters. My moderators got haters. So oh gosh, thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, and Jameer made it, baby. Jameer made it. Baby. Honey. Yes, Jameer don't play, baby. Jameer tell 28,000. Yes, honey. Jameer, you gave an nasty read because you said, baby, go find your father. I said, oh, Jameer cleared because that comment you said, go, baby, go find your father. Stop effing with me. Jameer gave a good nasty read. They came for Jameer, honey, and a mess. Which franchise do you think gets the most trolls? Potomac. Potomac, baby. Ever since I told my story of the interaction I had with Wendy in August, it's been her people been coming in full force. Absidef Swan, Big Boy Jenkins is the troll. Jameer is worldwide. You said I'm on another channel. I like to gab, but I do watch what's going on. I don't have to work as hard as Jameer. Jameer has arrived, honey. Hats off, Jameer. Okay, Jameer being the Matt to your Karen. Baby, Jameer cleared. Jameer went and read down, okay? When needs to save that troll money and pay these debts off. Child. I'm on for Kempire on Twitch. We don't have the trolls there. It stays that way. Oh, it will. It will stay that way. Child. Baby, Jameer be reading down. Hey, Ivan's Lyra, thank you for the super chat. Appreciation for Jameer being a gladiator, keeping the peace. We love you, Brooke. I love you right back. Thank you. Yes, honey. When that troll was going for Jameer, I was ready to throw down because who you think you're talking about? Because you don't know Brooke or Jameer, okay? Okay? Oh my gosh. Trolling due to boredom and boredom, okay? I need Jameer to moderate my family group chat. Jameer said they make it when you got the coins. Yes, they. Oh my gosh, honey. He will clock you and block you. Okay, baby. He said, listen, baby. He was not here for it. Jameer said, play with somebody else. Play with somebody else. Don't play with me, honey. Don't play with me. They better go and shovel some snow. Yeah, it was the SOC live yesterday. Yep, they came for Jameer, and I was shocked. I said, excuse me? And child, we got him good. I whacked him. Everybody whacked him. Jameer whacked him real good. Yes, Jameer said, pick up somebody whose wallet fits, honey. Okay? Poured him. Oh my gosh. Don't make me call Jameer, okay? Black Love and Bus Driver Squad came to rein in on the fun. Oh gosh, honey. Jameer stand on business and us. You say you're screaming, honey. Jameer had me screaming, honey. Jameer ain't even need the help. He didn't. He was like, I got this, but Oh my gosh. You said I want these people to go touch grass because it's never that deep. We're all so blessed to even have access to comment on YouTube. It's a blessing. Many people don't even have the basic necessities. No, it's true. It's very true. You say, yes, honey. You were pissed. You were pissed. Child, they better call Swante. Baby, they better have a tuna sub and leave us alone, okay? All right. Jameer said, cut the cameras. Exactly. And did. He said, cut the cameras, cut the lights, cut the show, honey. Listen, honey. A mess. Oh, thank you, Taria. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. We support you both. Yes, thank you. Honk the horn on them, Jameer. Exactly. Baby, they better have a tuna sub and call it a day. All right. Oh my gosh. I know they cried themselves to sleep that night. You know they did. Ain't enough subs going around out here. I'm screaming. Baby, the day Brooke almost turned the lights on us in the live was a key. Oh, no, because the way y'all showed out last week on that one live, I couldn't believe y'all. Not enough tuna subs, got all that pent up frustration. Exactly. Not the tuna sub, honey. Uh-huh. Nothing will beat the day Brooke just ended the live. Yeah, that was what? That was last week about Divorce Gate. Or no, the week before last. Whenever that Divorce Gate was, I said, okay, I'm done. I'm out of here. I was screaming that live. I can't with the sub sandwich, child. No, I mean, everybody was about to get it. I was so mad. I was pissed. I will never hear tuna sub the same way again. I know. No, we have read the folks down at the live last week. I said, y'all done lost it. Brooke, get behind us. Baby, they lost their minds. Yes, honey, initial gate. Baby, I clocked out. Y'all had me messed up. Everybody had me baby. I was so mad. I have never been that mad. I was so mad. So the tuna sub reference is in the yesterday's SLC live. Okay, just reverse tuna sub, and you'll understand the joke. Okay, Brooke said, "Shout out to everybody. I had fun." Brooke put them hands up. We were all on time out. Yes, honey, y'all were all about to be done. Handing out pink slips left and right. Brooke screaming at us like Tyra. I was so pissed. Divorce Gate will haunt us forever. Because remember, I took the video down. I took the live down. I was so mad. I was so angry. I took the live down. And then y'all were hitting me on Twitter like, Brooke, put the live back up. We're like, oh my gosh, what happened? Put the live back up. I was irate. Baby, spell it backwards, honey. Just spell it backwards. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. You don't have to go home. Get the heck up out of here. Who thought to read it backwards? Child, somebody did. I thought, oh, you were nervous I wouldn't do any lives anymore. I was so mad. Not me having to type it out. You have me screaming. Divorce Gate has me so traumatized that then I read Sutton that becomes something. Divorce Gate made me so traumatized, and then I read Sutton became something I was ready to stop reading and hide in the bushes, honey. Can't take us anywhere nice, child. You said when I came in, it was at the end of that live, and I was like, where's Grace? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I don't get why people give you such a hard time. It's misery. Some folks want to take the smile off your face, honey. People living in misery, jealous-hearted, miserable, sad, twisted, a dark spirit. Honey, I was so mad. You spelled it backwards and I'm still confused. It's Sunday, forgive me. Child. Yeah, Jesus be a comma, honey. Just keep reading it until you get it. Because they're miserable. I miss Divorce Gate. Mm-mm, I'm not. You got to go back to that live. That's the live where I talk about Carlos King and the Carlos King and Candace Diller Bassett live, and that's when I talked. Yeah, you got to go. I can't. I'm not even repeat. I'm not even going there. Yes. If you don't know, stay innocent. You're right. No, you're right. Nobody's stealing my joy, honey. The world did not give me my joy. The world can't take it away. So nobody will ever take my joy. Amen. You miss a live, you miss a lot. Exactly. Yes, yes. You said you went to bed after that live ended. Yeah, Jameer said he poured up a drink. Jameer said he poured up a drink, honey. Said y'all had his nerve shot. He said he was drinking that drink just like this. That's how bad y'all acted up. It was a mess. Yes. Listen, you have folks who just have such a miserable spirit. Nerves were shot, honey. You said you were so annoyed. Yes, y'all had Jameer drinking Bethany Frankel style. He said he was drinking his drink like this. That's how bad y'all had him. Oh my gosh. It was a spirit of lunch lady hips. We spoke him up. Never going back. My spirit was exhausted after that. I want to talk code on all the reads now. They be trolling because you're saying the truth about these heifers. Showing tuna sub backwards just made me choke on my drink. That shaky hand gets me every time. Oh my gosh. Child. Hit dogs holler. It got Jerry. No, baby, it got Jerry Springer, honey. Never stop doing the lives. It's such a pleasure and wonderful spirit. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, my kitten. You said your kitten passed away yesterday. My anxiety's through the roof. These lives are keeping my spirits up. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my goodness. My condolences. I'm so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. I'm happy that I could keep your spirits up. But God bless you. I'm so sorry to hear this about your kitten. I'm sorry to hear that. Very sorry for your loss. I'm sending you a lot of love. Very sorry for your loss. Mm. Do you think we'll have a cast shakeup to next season to get the ratings up? If anything, I think Sutton will go. I mean, what does Sutton bring to the show? Sutton brings nothing. If anything, I think Sutton would be fired. Amanda would probably not come back. I see Amanda being a one and done housewife. Maybe Tilly might be full time and then bring some new faces. But yeah, Sutton's got to go. Tuna sub Hemi screaming. Now I remember it. I called it Everything Went Left live. Oh yeah, Brooke, you were mad at everyone but Jameer. That was insane. Everybody went to bed without dinner. Yeah, honey, y'all had sleep for dinner that night because I was pissed. I said, nobody's eating. I said, y'all have me messed up. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. And God bless you. We're sending you a lot of love. Tilly doesn't even need the show. She doesn't. Erica can go. Kyle needs a break. Erica's going to hold on for dear life along with Kyle. Yep. We really thought Dorit would bring it since she finally had a storyline, but with this divorce, but it's been lukewarm at best. I agree. We had air pie and wind sauce for dinner. Yup. You said Brooke got the belt and slammed the door on us. I had wine for dinner, called my boyfriend, and ranted to him after that live. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my gosh. Yes, Erica needs this show for her sanity. Sutton needs a tailor and a stylist. She does. Felt like going to a friend's house when the parents are cussing them out. Yes, Erica does need. Yep, she's not leaving unless she's fired. I agree. She needs that check. Kyle. Yep, she's trying to be the longest running OG ever. Kyle is gunning for 20 seasons straight. Erica, Kyle need to go. If they keep Jen, Sutton will surely unfriend her. Yeah. Oh yeah, she will. Once Erica secures a rich man, another rich man, she ain't going nowhere. She's not going to do that. She's no, she's there to be the longest running OG housewife. Hey, Maya D, thank you for the super chat. As much as Dorit talks, it's going to be Harry Potter long. Hey, the Capricorn 11, thank you for the super chat. I peeped Scamanda's website. It gives Jen Shah fraud. Well, somebody's buying those courses, child. Hey, Leonardo Decapitated, thank you for the super chat. Sympathy card. Well, maybe it's time for some of those on Beverly Hills to show sympathy like a human being. Love you, Brooke. Thank you. Love you right back. People are nuts. Hey, to Foxy, thank you for the super chat. Brooke, in the Nigerian culture, when a child dies, you can't even attend the funeral. I feel bad for Amanda. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I feel very bad for Amanda as well. Kyle irritates my spirit. I'm so mad she's on Ultimate Girls Trip again. Same here. Yes, her and Teresa have from Jersey have the biggest egos, trying to be the longest running. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Angela. Hey, Angel Amy, thank you for the super chat. I'm not even watching this show, but watching you because you're such a light in these scary times. Oh, thank you so much, Angel. Thank you. You're very sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, we're here to have a good time, you know? We're here to have a good time. I enjoy chatting with y'all. I love I just love our banter. And, you know, it's a blessing to be able to just provide a laugh during these very trying, perilous times. You know, it's all we can do. You've got to laugh to keep from crying. You can't let this bog you down because you'll go crazy. So I'm happy. You know, I'm blessed to be a blessing. So I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for watching. I really just want to say thank you all for watching. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Does it matter if half your 20 season run, it wasn't regarded and people wanted you booted off? No, it doesn't matter. She doesn't care about that. She just wants to be the longest running, honey. She doesn't care about any of that. Oh, thank you. Brooke, you have created an amazing community here. Yeah, well, I couldn't do it without you guys. I couldn't do it without you guys. It's truly a blessing that you guys come on and watch and we have a good time. I'm beyond appreciative. I really am. So I know. Thank you. Thank you all for being here and being so sweet and lovely. Yep, she's addicted to the fame. She does. She's not going to leave. Okay? You know? Wait, let me see. Yes, prayers to everyone who's dealing with the cold. My internet, so many others have internet issues right now. Oh no, really? They said that. I know there are some outages where I live too. And I prayed. I said, Lord, please don't let me have any issues today on today's live. So thank God. But yes, I hope that gets resolved quickly for you. Because it's like, you know, you need your Wi-Fi and you need your internet. Kyle has words B for everyone but Kathy. Yes. Thank you for us. Life with laughter, child. I agree. You have to laugh. I feel sorry for. I laugh every day. I laugh every single day. There's not a moment that goes by where I don't laugh. You know, even on days where I'm not in the best mood, I still laugh. So I feel sorry for folks who don't have any joy in their life because it must be miserable. It must be a miserable existence to not have any joy or any peace. So, oh, well, we're getting 10 inches of snow, so hunkering down with this live. Thanks, everyone, for the fun live. Oh, wow, 10 inches? Damn, I mean, this snow is no joke. Kyle's best moments were with Kim. I enjoyed Kim's unhinged moments. Oh, your internet was cut out. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. You missed so much of the live, child. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, the good part is you missed the trolls. You missing the trolls jumped in talking stupid. Yes, laughter is the best medicine. I'm in Hawaii, so all is sunny. Oh, nice. I got about a foot long on Long Island. Stay safe, y'all. Child, this snow, I'm so sick of snow. I'm ready for summer. You guys know me. Y'all know summertime is my season. But I will say though, the only thing about summer is I miss y'all because you guys know I'm a part-time lover in the summertime. You don't really see me that often. That's the only thing. So it's like I miss y'all. Fall and winter is where like we are really locked in. But I'm ready for the summer though. I'm ready to I'm I love my son. I love baby. I love the hot weather, honey. So that's what the summer recaps are late. I'm 3 weeks late with the recap. Baby, listen. That's the only trade. Yeah, I be in the streets, honey. Oh, you already got a foot of snow already. I'm in Brazil. Oh, nice. Oh, temps are lovely. It's been a rainy day. Oh my gosh. I hope you're having the best time. Very nice. Yes, give me that warm weather. Did y'all discuss Nene's Bravo picks? I'll probably do it tomorrow after the Potomac live. I'll do a separate live. So you might be getting you'll probably be getting 2 lives from me tomorrow. And then I still have to do traders. I'm like, babe, we have so much TV on. It's not even funny. We go together yes, babe. We go together real bad in the wintertime, honey. It's cold here in Paris, but no snow. Oh, that must be beautiful right now at this time of year in Paris. You zip and zoo as you should. It's summer here in South Africa. Oh, lucky. Yes, summer gives me energy and life. Yes. Oh, baby, Chicago summers are it. Chicago summers are those girls. Stop playing. Stop playing with her. Chicago summers are top 2 and she's not 2. Brooke, please don't whack me, but one day can you talk about how you became a full-time content creator? I recall you said you worked to Rent the Runway. I would love it behind the music of Brooke Ashley. Okay. I mean, I have talked about it before. I mean, it's not any like, I guess, big elaborate story. I'm gonna just make it plain and I'm gonna just say this. But people do ask me that and it's always kind of not uncomfortable, but it's always a little bit like I don't really know how to answer this. I think it's easy to be a full-time content creator when you come from a family that is able, when you come from a family that can help. And I never really know how to answer that. I'm sorry. I always get really like uncomfortable at answering that question. Sorry, it's okay. Like, and people ask me that, and I remember one time I told somebody in the comments asked me that, and I answered them, and they were mad at the answer. And it's like, well, there's no. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that. I was working all these jobs. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that I'm not gonna lie, but it's like a weird thing to. Yes. Thank you. You get what I'm saying? Yes, everybody's story is different. No, I'm not ashamed. But it's always a weird. It's not. I don't say it's not a weird. It's just always. I don't know. It's like not uncomfortable, but it's a little. I don't know. It's you don't want to sound like you're bragging. And especially we live in kind of crazy times with the economy. So I'm not trying to rub anything in anybody's face, if that makes, but I'm not going to lie to you and tell you it's some rags to riches story. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, I've been blessed, opportunities, collaborations, ad reads. So I've been God is good. God is good. But I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I got it out the mud because I didn't, I don't. So just saying, and I tell people, listen, don't sit up there and quit your job. If your situation is not similar, don't quit your day job. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I'm going to say. Yes, people do take it the wrong way. So I try to avoid, because somebody wrote that in my Instagram comments, and I'm like, why can't you just say the picture looks nice? Why are you asking for my life story on my Instagram? Like it was off-putting. I'm not going to answer that. Like it's just, so it's like, And the way, babe, the way folks flip on people, the Instagram girlies who come from wealth and on TikTok, and the people are mad at them saying, the economy's bad. How dare you show off your new Chanel bag? People flip quickly. So I'm just saying, I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm not going to sit up here and flaunt it or say you eat. So just saying. I'm just saying. That's it. That's all. Wow. Friend, you are hilarious. Brooke said just a MacBook will do, and look where we're at. You said I'm also blessed in the same way, so I understand. Okay. Yeah. So we see each other. You understand. You get me. Someone did that to Dr. Nicole today. She posted on her Instagram story. Yes. Listen, so you got what I'm saying. Hey, Ivans Lyra, thank you for the super chat. After SLC, are you covering Ladies of London? Looks fire. Oh, it did look good. That trailer, I think I might. That looked really good. People are even looking at your shopping carts at the grocery store when you're buying well. Very true. Yes. And also my parents were very clear, though, that I had to give it my all. Like, they were very clear, like, you better give this 100%. And I did that. I gave 120%. So it wasn't like I could just F around and BS around. It was like, okay, you don't have to have a job, but you better give it your all. And if you're slacking on this, then, so I gave it my all. God did the rest. And here we are. God is good. So I've always had a work ethic now, so. No, it's very true. It's very true. So yes, you gotta work. You gotta work. You executed, and look at you. Thank you. You have a good support system. It's everything to you. You've been consistent. That's why I follow. Thank you very much. Oh, wow. You've got me through one of the hardest years of my life. And I thank you in this community so much. I'm happy to hear that. God bless you. I'm very happy to hear that. It's a blessing. I'm happy to hear that you are just like, I'm happy you're thriving now. I'm happy to hear that you have gotten over the hump. Okay. God is good. And thank you for being a part of the community. Yes, no, it's true. It's commendable. Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart at all. It's not for you got to fight for everything. Yeah, no, I will too, but I don't feel the need to advertise it, because folks can turn on a dime. It's not really anybody's business. But yeah, I'm happy, but I don't need to tell the world. You know what I'm saying? So none of my friends told me congrats about my new car I got 3 weeks ago. People get so triggered. Oh my, those are not your friends. Block them right now. Block them right now. Congratulations to you. One of y'all DM'd me sharing a similar story about you got a Benz, you got a Mercedes-Benz, and you put it in the group chat, and none of your friends congratulated you. One talk about, oh, the maintenance is high. And I say, you have to block them, right? And congratulations on the Mercedes, it's beautiful. But yeah, those are not your friends. And congratulations to you, because that's huge. They're not your friends. Agreed. Brooke got through the pandemic in 2025. Give her the Nobel Peace Prize. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. You're the only one I watch for reviews, to be honest, because the supporters are engaging despite the haters. But hey, they're watching. Yes, honey. Yep. And nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. They don't congratulate you and then want to question how you can afford things. Exactly. How do Real Housewives fans get mad that people have money? Child. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. When my mom bought her dream car, her own mother was jealous, talking bad about her at the family event. Oh my gosh. Listen, babe, jealousy is a disease, it's a demonic spirit. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody tell you that jealousy is normal. It's a demonic spirit. It's biblical. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not trying to force my beliefs on anybody. Like, I'm not claiming to be the holiest or most sanctified religious person. I'm just, but I'm serious, y'all. It's biblical. Who can stand before jealousy? Nobody. And jealousy is not to be played with. Jealousy is not to be, babe. It's a bad spirit. It is a bad spirit. You see, but that's that copycat spirit. We could sit and talk about this. That copycat spirit is also the gateway drug to jealousy. People who copy whatever you do, that copy. I don't like a copycat. Have your own style. Have your own vibe. Have your own this. Have your own that. It's weird. You weren't thinking about that coat until I said it, and now you want it. You like that. That's a very sick spirit. That copycat spirit is. I can't stand that. And that's why I don't like the conversation about, oh, people are gatekeeping. No, girl, I have a love-hate relationship with that word gatekeeping. I feel like it's a way for people to be a copycat. Because like, I know for me, I don't ask people where they got their stuff. I go and Google. If I like something, I just Google it. People want to buy the same exact thing as you. Oh my gosh, let me get off of that. For the girl said that I'm not being a girl's girl or whatever. Let me get off of that. But that's a very copycat spirit. What your friend did, it's sick. And they always do that. Copycats always do that. They never compliment you on what you have. They run out and buy the same exact thing. It's a weird. Get away from that. Get away from her. It's a sick spirit. Baby, yes, people have been unalive because jealous. Baby, jealousy is cruel. Jealousy is cruel, honey. Child, baby. My mom retired early, in her closest cousin who make a lot more than her make offhanded comments. Jealousy comes, yes. And people stop. Listen to me right now. Stop thinking that because somebody has more money than you, that they're not jealous. Folks can be jealous of your swag, your style, your social skills, your status. The fact that you come from a loving family, babe, having a loving family triggers people. If you have self-esteem, that triggers people. Stop thinking that jealousy is only black and white, where this person has more. Of course they can't be jealous. That's not true. I'm telling you what I know. Folks can have millions. Folks can have tens of millions and still be jealous of you. I'm telling you what I know. Folks can have 20 times more than you. You could have 1 million. They have 30 million and they're still jealous of you. I'm telling you right now. Folks can be jealous of your swag. Stop it. And your family should feel ashamed of themselves to talk. It's sick. Folks can be jealous of your spirit, jealous of your smile. Stop. People can be jealous. People can have more money than you and not have style. And they're mad that you with less money have more style than them. Babe, people will be jealous about the smile on your face. Don't ever think that because they have more money than you that they're not jealous. That's not true at all. This is not true at all. Baby, it's multidimensional. Exactly. People do hate when you're loved. Oh, yes, they do. People, yeah, babe, people, yes, they want to copy your essence. And people can be, babe, they want your spirit. No, it's true. It's true. They want your spirit. They do. But listen, y'all, they want your spirits. Yes, hold on. They get jealous when your steaks are too juicy. Listen to me. I'm not trying to be funny. You will have folks literally jealous of your meal. Have you ever gone out with somebody to a restaurant and they're trying to have the same meal as you? They were going to order the steak. You were going to order the ribs or the lobster. And then all of a sudden they switch what they're getting and they want what you have. People can get jealous over the dumbest things. Somebody can be jealous of the way you cook. You might be a great cook. Somebody's jealous about that. Somebody might be jealous of the fact that you play the piano well. Babe, It is so demonic. You don't ever for 1 minute believe that because somebody has more money than you, that they cannot be jealous of you. They could be jealous of your spirit, the way other people love you. I'm telling you what I know, please. It's weird. I can't stand it either. Found out my mom's cousins were talking behind our backs at a family reunion, calling us the Huxtables and that we're too well spoken. Get away from them. Get away from them. Get away from them. Yes, housewives are proof that you can have money in the life and still be jealous. Oh, Jen Aiden with Melissa Gorga and Jen Aiden, Jen Aiden's two fans talk about, oh, she has more money. Girl, it doesn't matter about that. She's tacky. She's gauche. She has no swag. She's not cool at all. She's very insecure. She's very jealous of Melissa. Babe, we'll be here all day. We'll be here for another 3 hours. Baby, put your money on the altar. If I'm lying, we can end this live right now. Heather Gay with Lisa Barlow, exactly. Yeah, baby, I'm telling you, it's the truth. It's the truth. Stop. It's the we can end this live right now. We'll be here all day. We will be here all day. Child, baby. Child. It is truly wild. I do like to cook and love to share. I dropped off a meal for a person in my building, and the guy had his friend wanted me to stay and hang out, but I couldn't, and the girl said that. Child. Jealous that you can manage your money better than them. Talk about, I wish I could travel to a new country every month like you do. I said, stop ordering DoorDash every day. Maybe you can. Preach, Brooke, I don't play with copycats and jealousy. Yes, I don't do it. Baby. People, jealous of your looks. Babe, jealous of your looks. Hello? If you dress up and if you put your stuff on, girl, stop. Jealous of your looks, jealous of your body. If that body is tea, stop it. Stop. You have a good personality. You're charismatic. You're magnetic. You have good opportunities. Things always seem to work out for you. Stop. Stop. You want to really blow somebody's wig back? You want to really see where people get really crazy? Go shopping with somebody. Go shopping with somebody when you have a lot of money. Let's say you and your girlfriend go. I don't go shopping with anybody. I only go shopping with my sister. If I do go with other people, it's my family, my mother, my sister, brother. We'll all go we'll do like a cute day at Americana in Manhasset. Shout out to Long Island. We have a cute right. But like going out with going shop with other people, no, because always some foolishness. Now all of a sudden they're tired, they don't want to shop anymore, they're pocket watching. It's just foolishness. Stop. It's pure foolishness. You can shop at Neiman's, they can't. It's a problem. It's foolishness. No, it's true. Listen, and a girl got jealous of my sister because she was getting male attention. We will be here all night. We will be here all night. Don't let you be the one getting the most male attention at the club, at the bar, on vacation. Don't let you be looking really good. You have a heel on. The other male attention is going to always tear up the girls every single time. And don't let it be a handsome man who asks for your number and everybody's face is all twisted up. Now they want to go home. Now their feet are hurting. Now it's, oh, yeah, this night, this was a horrible night. Nobody was even there. A mess. A mess. The whole girl movement is such a lie. It's just, and I hate to sound so jaded about friendship, like I really do, but I've been through so much BS. I'm just kind of like, I don't know about friendship. Like it's just been too much nonsense. It's been too much nonsense. And I hate to sound like that jaded person, but like I'm just like, girl, I feel like it's like I be having so many rules and regulations. It's like, girl, don't even bother being my friend, honey, because I feel like child. I'm just like, child, we could be acquaintances and go out to dinner here and there, but it's just been too much foolishness. Honey, it's the truth. Jealous of your bachelor's degree. I'm telling you, see that? A former friend told me I look good for a cancer survivor. You just evil, mad that you recovered, mad that people, babe, you don't, jealousy knows no bounds. It's demonic. It's a demonic spirit. Yes, that's why Sutton had that meltdown in Vegas at Magic Mike. Especially, oh, Carmela, you better, Carmela, wait, Carmela, you better, child, wait, hold on, stop. Not a lie was told. Yes, congrats on battling cancer, honey. Congrats. Child, babe, when I tell you it's crazy out here, people are mad that you survived. Baby, it is. And after you slapped her, what happened? Exactly. Child, I went out in Chicago with some girls I met shopping. They were acting jealous towards me when I showed up to the bar in heels. Yes. See, and that's another thing though. That's why when people say, "Oh, I don't care," I'm low maintenance. I don't do all that. But I don't care if the next girl wears heels. That's a lie. Because I'm gonna be frank, and people can take it how they want to take it, and I don't care. I'm telling the truth. We're telling the truth. We busting the whole thing open today. We're telling the truth. The way people lie, the people who talk about they don't put any effort into their appearance, they're the first ones giving you dirty looks when you put effort into your appearance. Babe, you show up in a heel. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet before they clip this on TikTok and say I'm being whatever. Let me be quiet. You haven't told one lie. A heel, and don't let it be a designer heel. Don't let it be a designer heel, and that's when the gloves really come. You see the side eyes. Don't let it be a Christian Louboutin shoe. Don't let it be a designer heel. Now, baby, let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. Let me be quiet. Let me be, if I, and is, woo, babe. When my mom got cancer, she created a whole Zoom call for her family to tell them and keep me and my dad in prayer. They didn't call not once, thinking they got money, they will be okay. It's pure evil. It's evil. You don't understand. It's evil, babe. It's evil. And I want to say, God bless your mother. God bless your mother. I just, let me tell you. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me add this, because y'all think I'm lying. People can be jealous of the fact that you're dealing with a health challenge, or a loved one is dealing with a health challenge. People can be jealous of the attention that you're getting when a parent or a loved one is dealing with a cancer battle. You'll have folks jealous of somebody's cancer battle because they're getting attention. They're probably jealous of the attention that they feel you guys are getting. People are nuts. The stories I could tell y'all would think I was lying. The things I have gone through, you would think I was sitting up here telling you a fable. Baby, listen, we can wake it up. We can, baby, I can really shake this table. I can shake this table, honey. We'll be here all night. We'll be here till sunrise. Bougie girl K, I'm screaming. Baby, fallacies and fairy tales. Honey, when you have folks who don't get attention at all, it's sick. I'm about to shake this table and have my MacBook fall off this desk. I feel like shaking this table so hard. You've been here for a long time. You remember that live that I put on private? It was only 200 of y'all in that live. You remember that? And the only reason why I put that live on private was because I have mentioned some people that are real big time, and my family was like, Brooke, maybe just take that down. Like, just take that down. Just take that down. Take that down. Like, just take it down. You remember that live? And you remember that. You remember that. I took that live. That's the only live I ever put on private. Baby, I remember you were spilling tea. Yup, girl, you was going in. Baby. Child, some of you in relationships with men that are jealous of you. Yes. I wore my new shoes to work. My coworker said, oh, those 2016 heels. Jealousy. Yes. Yeah. But don't say that. Don't listen. Don't say it, babe, because the way the girls lie, the way girls will sit up here and lie and say that. We'll talk. You better keep your head on a swivel with men, but you better keep your head on a swivel too, because baby, this is one conversation where I would have to put behind a paywall, because what I really want to say, I know it will go viral and everybody will be upset. We need to listen, honey, we're telling the truth here. We are telling the truth. Wait, hold on. Wait. Y'all have me so gagged. Y'all have me so gagged right now, because it's the truth. Nothing but the truth. Y'all better tell the truth and shame the devil today, honey. God is good. Hallelujah. Y'all better tell the truth today. Baby, the truth hurts. It does. And if I told you that I almost had a situation, and that's why I will never go on another one either, it'll only be a man, family. That's it. I will never, by the grace of God, and because folks were afraid of my family, only reason, babe, stop. One day when I can talk about it without getting angry, one day I'll share the story. I will never do one either. They've always been horrible, always been a flop. It's always been nonsense. And that the last one I did, where I said I would never do it again, a mess. There's something that happens, and a mess. I will never. And I tell everybody, don't ask me. Don't even fix your lips to ask me. Do not ever. I will never. And I don't care how anybody feels about it. I will never. God bless to the girls who do. No, go solo. Go with a man. Go with your mother or your sister. If you guys are, It does jump out. It is something about being in close proximity, and it's like they see your light up close, and y'all are, and people just it's something. It's a spirit. It's a spirit. Babe, we'll be here all. Yes, the energies get mixed up. Oh, girl, you have me shaking my thing. Listen, honey, I will, baby, you don't have to, honey, I will always protect it. I just, every time I think I get so angry, I still get so angry about it. It does. It's like the minute y'all touch down, it jumps out and all hell. And then also I think is people seeing your stuff in part. Like, yes, when your friends see you with your stuff, it's the fact that they see your suitcase, looking at your suitcase, they see it's just a mess. It is a mess, honey. It's like a demonic spirit comes out. I don't know what it is, but God, to the girls who are able to have good girls trips, God bless you. You are one of God's favorites. But for the rest of us, no, don't even fix your lips and ask me. Don't even fix your lips and ask me. Yes, yes, they see it on you up close. It's just mm-mm. We, I'm God is no you God is good, and I hope that remains for you. I'm not saying that's for everybody. I'm just saying for me and a majority of people, it's just there's something about them. I've tried many of them. Every time I've done one, a mess. They were, and then the last one that happened, the last one that happened a few years ago, I said, oh, never again. There's just something, it's just you can never have a peaceful time. Some jealousy, this was in a bad mood for whatever reason, this one's just no, no, just no thanks. I'm glad that for those of y'all who have had good ones, God bless, but and I don't want to scare anybody who does them. I don't want to scare you. I'm just saying for me, I have to be honest. I've done several, and every time it was mess. Every time it was mess. Every time it was mess. And I would try to convince myself, well, no, well, maybe, you're gaslighting yourself, and your spirit's telling you, don't do this again. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. Honey, and bringing stupid outfits. Oh my gosh, this should have been a call in like campfire. This we could do a part two to this. We could do a part two. Agreed, Brooke. I've been on three, and they were all a hot ass mess. Jealousy was running rampant. Never again. Yes, honey. Listen, a mess. It's okay, Brooke. You made it through. It's in the past. You're right. It's in the past. I need to listen. Just pray. I keep saying, I forgive, but yeah, I think about it all over again. I get so angry again. So I just say, God, please just, ooh. But you're right. It's in the past. It's in the, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. It's in the past. It's in the past. It's in the past. But, ooh. You said, I'll never get over going on a girls' trip with a girl who just gave birth 2 months prior. Needless to say, I ended up babysitting what? You babysat the baby? She brought the baby on the trip? Well, so how did that go? How did that work? Child. You, I'll speak for me, right? I clocked it before, but sometimes you say, well, I don't want to seem like I'm egotistical, right? Um, Somebody's bugging you to go, and they say, well, it's gonna be a great time. And you think, okay, well, I want to go to this place, whatever, right? So I gotta take responsibility and say that I just should have said no. I should have followed my gut from the jump. Because I've always been able to clock when somebody's been envious, jealous, right? So I got to take that L that I overlooked it, and not turned a blind eye to it, but that I still went ahead and went on the trip knowing that they were. So what I'm saying? I know I already clocked it. I was never naive to it. Yeah, honey, he held my hand through it. He held my hand through it. Where was the dad, child? Not they brought you to be the babysitter. Why she bring the baby on the trip? It is insane. Miserable spirits, child. That was the Holy Spirit trying to protect you. You're right. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. No, it's true. It's true. Sometimes they hide that. That's very true too, because that's very true too. Very true too. But I'll say though, I don't think you can never really hide it because but they're doing it so well that you can feel it, something's not right. But you say, well, child, yes, you do. You do. You absolutely do. You absolutely do. Oh my gosh, I went on a trip to Vegas. The girls iced me out so bad I felt alone. I changed my flight and left. Good. I'm glad you did. Be clear, something would have gone down. Something would have gone down. They would have done something would have gone down. So thank God that you had this good sense to change your flight and leave. Yes, go with your first mind. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, I agree too. Child, plan an all-girls trip, Vegas trip with my cousins. One of them brought her boyfriend, demolished the entire trip. I'm sure. Haven't seen my cousin since. Trip from hell. I'm very sorry to hear that. Sometimes the truth is revealed on the trips. I learned the hard way not to go on trips with people you don't know too. No, you're not being antisocial. No, yes, you are saving your life. You only have one life, and you rather be too strict in that regard than being too loosey goosey, and trusting people, and then all of a sudden now you're no longer here. And then and also another thing is I think a lot of the reasons why these trips go awry and people go crazy because people have a there's a fearlessness when you go on vacation. You're in a new city or a new country, and you feel like, okay, if I do something to this person, nobody will know, or we can always just leave town or leave the country and flee. So people feel like, you're not in your protective bubble, right? Because you're away from your home city. Your family can't really get to you as quickly. So people feel like, okay, well, if I do something to her, it'll take a while for them to for them to find her, So it's just a lot. I think that people get bold and courageous because they're not home. It just jumps out. Ooh. Yes, right, right. It's there's something about being away from home that gets people to be more courageous and more bold. Yes, yes they do. Yes they do. Yes they do. Yes, honey, it jumps out. Exactly. No, it's true. Yep, they can get away. Yep, you're vulnerable. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yeah, exactly. That when I tell you that story broke my heart into a million pieces. That story, I wanted to jump to that screen and beat everybody in that room up. Just pure evil. Listen, you want to talk about jealousy on a trip? That was pure jealousy on that trip. How they jumped that girl and all that video of how they took that girl's life, that haunts me. That was crazy. She paid for everybody's trip. She was successful. She was beautiful, had her whole life ahead of her, and they were jealous. They were resentful of the fact that she could pay for the trip and that she had money like that. They said she had $10,000 in her suitcase, and they took all that money out her suitcase and fled. And no good's gonna come to any of them. They're gonna always live in bondage, even if they never go to jail, because they're still on the run now. They will never be at peace. They will never be at peace till the day they will never. That story was so infuriating. That story is one of the most heartbreaking stories I have ever seen. That was pure jealousy. Y'all think I'm being dramatic when I say that you cannot be around folks who are jealous of you. You can't. Jealousy is as cruel as the grave, y'all. Think about in the Bible, Joseph, his brothers were jealous, and look what they did to him. They threw him in the pit. David and Saul. Saul was trying to kill David because he was going to be king. Cain and Abel. Like, babe, it's biblical. You can go back in the Bible, and folks were sitting up there taking them out because of jealousy. It's not a game. Selena was murdered. Exactly. They have no shame. They will never be free. Never, never. Honey, we're having a Sunday sermon, honey. Child, it is one of the worst sins. Yes, they have cursed their families forever. They sure have. They sure have. May they never know peace. May their cup never run over. Exactly. Mm. You said lessons have definitely been learned. My daughter has a group of friends and I see the signs. Trust me, I'm talking to her daily so she doesn't learn the hard way. Yes, talk to her, please, and tell her you're not being egotistical. Please. If she knows a story about Shanquella Robinson, please tell her about it. I don't want to, not saying to traumatize your daughter, but please, you have to just in kids' heads, please. Like, I think that, not to like overstep, but I think that, I mean, I always talk about my parents. My parents were just amazing, right? I think the biggest thing, I saw parents who were happy for other people. I think that a lot of jealous parents, raise jealous kids. I think if you're a parent, and again, I know I don't have kids, but please, I'm a product of good parenting, okay? So I know a little something. One of the best things that my parents ever did for me and my siblings was teach us to always clap for other people, always congratulate other people. And they always let us know that everybody has their time in the sun. People would always remark how we were happy for people. People were jealous of the fact that we were happy for other people. I think that a lot of kids they're jealous of their classmates, and the parents, they're hearing stuff that they're hearing their parents say, oh, she's not that great anyway, or don't worry. No, tell your kids to be happy for Susie, be happy for Sally, be happy for James. Stop telling your kids, oh, well, you're better than her anyway. No, that's why we have jealous adults. I was always taught to clap for other people. Everybody has their day in the sun. Everybody has their good moments, their bad moments, their middle moments. That life is a roller coaster. You're up one day, you might be down, and you'll get back up. And I think that too many parents are dropping the ball about showing their kids to be happy for other people. If they hear you at home talking about your sister or your brother or a friend who got a new car or a new house, and you're talking about, oh, yeah, she thinks she's something, child. Your kids hear that and they think that's normal. So if you're a jealous person, and again, it's no shade, you don't have to tell anybody in the chat, but if you're a jealous person, you have kids, I hope that you get that under control so that you don't raise jealous kids, because jealousy is running rampant these days, and it's a sickness, and we're seeing too many jealous kids. There was a story of a young girl, the kids were jealous of her in her class, and they were going to go to the bathroom and take her life. What do 9-year-old kids know about jealousy and trying to take somebody's kid out because the kid has a new toy and they don't? It's a sickness. I'm sick of it. This stuff starts at home. Yes, I'm sure you see it all as a teacher. I'm sure you see it. And I was so angry. I was so pissed to see that kids, you're a kid. You should not be jealous as a kid. But they're hearing stuff at home. If you're a woman and you're jealous of another woman who looks good when you're out in public, well, fix yourself up then. Yeah, so I see so many when I go out. I notice I dress up when I go out. I look good when I go out. I take pride in my appearance. And I see other women staring at me, giving me the evil eye. Their daughters giving me the evil eye. That's learned behavior. We've got to stop this. It's a problem. I'm sick of it. Yes, kids cutting other kids' hair, stealing their clothes. It's true. It's very true. It's got to stop. I don't even know how we got on this topic, but I'm happy that we got on this topic because it has to be said. Oh my gosh, girl, I feel like I ran a marathon. I mean, everything going on with ICE right now, neighbors calling on each other because of what they have or don't have. It's very true. It starts with the parents. It's very true. My mother programmed me from little girl, yes, to watch out. Everybody who smiles in your face is not your friend. Every skin tooth does not a grin make. It's very true. It almost always begins at home. Behavior is learned and watched, not spoken to. Thank you, Brooke, for bringing up important PSAs. These kids are following a pregnant mom and her children home only to jump. Yes. That story in Chicago. Oh my gosh. I was livid. You know what? I have oh, there's something I want to say. I think, you know what? That's a whole different story. That's a whole different topic. I'm gonna just stay off of that because I don't want to ruffle any feathers. But that story in Chicago, um, one of y'all DM'd me, right? Listen, baby, we got 28,000 in the chat, right? Babe, we got some real. I have some real well-to-do people who follow me. But one of y'all in the chat, I think you're still a subscriber, but you DM'd me the other day, DM'd me a few years ago about how your daughter's experiencing jealousy, and you and your husband do really well. You're a stay-at-home mom. You said you told me you drive an emerald green G-Wagon. Like I said, okay, I know that's right, girl. And I said you might have to pull your daughter out of a different school and put her in private school, because what you were telling me, the classmates giving her a hard time, and you guys she's a little chocolate girl, just like, you know. I said, you might have to take her out and put her in a school where the you know, because. Y'all, I did not mean to get in. I did not even mean to get on a tangent like this. I remember in high school, someone's mom came to help her daughter fight. Jesus, she's probably jealous of whoever it was too. They do, and it starts at a very young age. It starts at a very young age. Yeah, you see me, you know exactly what I was saying, but I said, let me not, before I get called all sorts of names, child. So let me not say it. But you see me. Bingo, we see each other. We see each other. I can only be around healthy people who love their life. Baby, you got to be evenly yoked. And folks say that's snobby. You got to be evenly yoked, even in friendship, evenly yoked. If you have healthy self-esteem, you can't be around somebody who has low self-esteem. It's going to be hell on earth. We got to talk real talk. Speak plain. $28,000 in the chat, honey. Let's keep spreading the mentality. Exactly. Whew. Honey, that's exactly what it is. This is exactly recipe for disaster. Listen, it's time to tell the truth today. It's time to tell the truth today. 28,000, honey. 28,000, 59,000. Exactly. I agree. At 26, I only have one real friend. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It's true. I can count my friends on two fingers. We gotta have it's time for real conversation. It's time for real conversation today. Y'all, you have me screaming right now. Yes, it's time to call a thing a thing. It's time to call a thing a thing. Story of my life. Story of my life. And we'll talk story of my life. God is good. God is good. I'm very happy for you that God is good. Child, listen, y'all. Girl, you gave me an aha moment. My mother's family has a lot of competition, jealousy. I now see it starts with the parents. I had a distance. Some of my jealousy can be cultural. My family is East African. Yes, but no, but they're people who are healthy, people with healthy minds. They don't want that. So it's not the reverse of anything. It's the same person. It's the people who want you to be. It's the same. They're the people that I'm talking about. Because healthy people don't want people to be. That's a horrible energy to experience. So healthy people don't want folks to be jealous of them. So if people with this spirit, they're the jealous people that I'm talking about. So it's like the Spider-Man meme pointing at each other. I am very sorry to hear that. That's it's such a freaking shame that parents are jealous of their kids. Yes, the Venn diagram is a circle. Yes. Healthy people want other people to win. Yes, exactly, exactly. Yep, that's like Lisa Ray's mother was in competition with her. Same with Evelyn and her daughter. Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yes, bingo, that part. Bingo. Listen, we'll be here all day, y'all. Let me tell you something, y'all. I have to go eat dinner. Um, I had no idea that I would be on here this long, but baby, sometimes the spirit just leads you. I had to get that off of my chest. Shout out to whoever even brought this topic up. Thank you, because this had to be said. This was some good, baby. This was healing. This was good conversation. This was good conversation. Y'all, let me go make, I'm gonna have some dinner. This was good. This was good. Ciao. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna hop off here. I will see you all, Lord willing, tomorrow for Potomac. And then I hope to do another live where we talk about other hot topics. But if not, you will get Potomac from me, Lord willing, okay? Lord willing, we all see tomorrow. I will be on live for Potomac, all right? Well, I'm going to end it right here. I hope you guys had a good time. And thank you all, because this nourished my soul. So I hope that this resonated with somebody in the chat, because y'all fed me. We all ate today because we had to tell the truth. Yes, hey, let him use you. Let him use you. Exactly, exactly, exactly. But y'all have a wonderful night. Shout out to Jameer. Thank you, Jameer, for all of your help today. Shout out to y'all for coming on. I hope you guys had a great time. And I will see you all later on. Okay, guys? Bye, guys.